Yakima Valley Pippins Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Sorry, it's the Pickles Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Then they go at Yakima Valley Sunday. First pitch is a strike to Brett Joner. The 0-1 pitch upcoming from Jet Lotus with 2 runners aboard and 1 out. Standing tall over the rubber, throwing a swing and a miss from Brett Joner. Strike 2. Ahead of him, no balls and 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 runners on, nobody in for the Bend Elks yet this inning, trying to take an early lead, which they did yesterday before Ridgefield came back in the 3rd inning. 0-2 pitch, a half swing, goes around, swung on and missed. Strikeout for Jet Lotus, 2 away. Thanks for joining us on the YouTube live stream and on the audio live stream on the Ridgefield website. We are just getting underway with Jet Lotus on the mound today for the Ridgefield Raptors. He has a strikeout and a fielder's choice as the 2 outs, but 2 runners aboard as the pair of walks. The ground ball to Morales. Nice play by the first baseman. Throws high to Lotus, leaps up to grab it, and steps on the bag to retire the side. It was a couple of walks, but no score for Jet Lotus. Gets the final out to end the 1st inning with a 0 on the board. We head to the bottom of the 1st inning when Ridgefield will bring up Caden Connor, John Peck, and Kobe Morales in the bottom of the 1st inning. Still scoreless here from Ridgefield as the Raptors try to sweep the Bend Elks. Game 3 continues after this.
C-Tran is your public transit system offering service in Clark County and beyond. Catch local service in Clark County, regional and express service to Portland, and connector service within the city limits of Camas, LaCenter, and Ridgefield. And if you don't have cash, no problem. C-Tran now accepts digital payments with Hop FastPass. So hit a home run and leave the driving to us. Visit c-tran.com for more information. C-Tran, our community, our promise.
Found a giant spider in my bed.
Stepped outside and a hornet stung my head.
Got ants around my sink,
And I am starting to think the experts that I know are gonna make me pest-free.
Natura Pest Control, killing your bugs and rodents, baby. Natura Pest Control, call today, get a quote for free.
Welcome back to the bottom of the 1st inning here in Ridgefield, Washington, where the Raptors and the Bend Elks are battling it out for Game 3 of this 3-game set. Ridgefield winning both of the first 2 games by 4 runs and 11 runs respectively. Ridgefield is 7-1 all time against the Bend Elks, and the short history between these 2 teams. And Bend yet to defeat Ridgefield here at the Rourke. 5-0 are the Raptors when facing the Bend Elks. Bend, which went 21-33 a couple years ago in the most recent season. Now under new head coach Kyle Novak, taking over for Joe Dominic before the 2020 season cancellation. And using a mismatched roster as all the normal guys come in before too long. Bend going scoreless in the 1st inning, leaving 2 on base. First batter is Caden Connor for the Ridgefield Raptors. First pitch strike from the starting pitcher for the Bend Elks, Jeffrey Nelson, a right-hander from Mount Hood Community College on a 10-day contract for the Elks. Comes from Happy Valley, Oregon, went to Clackamas High School. The 0-1 pitch from Nelson is fouled back off the bat of Caden Connor, who is 4 for 10 on the weekend, has an RBI, a double in each game this year, and that includes the exhibition. So 3 games, 3 doubles. Tries to keep that streak going here today. Right-handed pitcher against left-handed batter. The 0-2 pitch swung on and fouled back again by the Cal State Fullerton Titan. Caden Connor teammates both on the Raptors and at Cal State Fullerton with Cole Ehrman, the catcher for the Raptors last couple of games, connected through their assistant coach Andy Jenkins, who's from the Northwest, from Salem. Swung on the 0-2 and fouled again. 3rd straight foul ball by Caden Connor. Andy Jenkins went to the College World Series with Oregon State University in 2005, came back as an assistant coach with the Beavers and won a national championship in 2018, went to Fullerton and has coached there the last couple of years under Rick Vanderhook, who recently retired, but Jenkins has been the volunteer assistant and connected Cole Ehrman and Caden Connor with Ridgefield. Ball outside, 1-2 to the leadoff man in the bottom of the first, Caden Connor. No score here at Ridgefield. It was Jason Crone, the one that Andy Jenkins knew. Crone is the Ridgefield director of baseball and game day ops, swung on and fouled yet again, this time the closest one to fair territory, through the legs of Chris Cota, the head coach and third base coach. 1-2 the count, no outs here in the bottom of the first. Caden Connor looking for his 5th hit in the last 2+ games here against the Bend Elks. 1-2 pitch, slices it, yet again foul. Ball after ball going foul, this one out of play. Jason Crone doing a great job setting up the roster here, in charge of the signings and the roster construction, making a lot of connections with coaches around the country, and he's done a great job through the offseason. A lot of these players were signed in 2020 and intended to come in before that cancellation. Down low on the 1-2 pitch. So Caden Connor has sliced several foul balls and now works himself back even, 2-2. Nobody on base, no outs. Bottom of the first inning. Scoreless between these two teams in a weekend of a lot of offense. This one down the first baseline and just barely foul. The more he hits the ball, the closer it's getting to fair territory. One of these, I feel, will eventually get inside the bag, but he's taken his time as Caden Connor. 5th foul ball. 8 pitches already in this plate appearance. Infield shaded a touch towards the left, but the right fielder playing towards the corner. Big hole in right center field. Ground ball to second base, fielded by Davis. Side arms to first for the out, and a 9-pitch ground out for Caden Connor. Finally retired 4-3. But a good at-bat for Caden. Brings up John Peck, the second baseman, who had a double, went 3 for 5 yesterday. And an offensive output that just could not be stopped. Ridgefield racking up 22 hits against Bend, which used 7 different pitchers, 3 of them going less than an inning. 16 runs in the ballgame, 13 of them earned, chasing the starter Drake Bourgeois in the second inning. Here's the first pitch to John Peck, an off-speed delivery that drops into the zone for a strike. John coming out of Pepperdine University, batted in the 2-hole yesterday as well. Went single, walk, strikeout, RBI, ground out, single, double was his day. The 0-1 pitch is a strike. 0-2 the count to John Peck, who has started at second base each game of this series, and batting in the 2-hole each time. Here's the 0-2. Did not go around. It's outside and blocked by Brett Joner, the battery mate for the Elks. Yesterday's winning pitcher, Bo Kersey, out of Central Washington, went 5 innings in relief. 1-2 pitch. Fastball swung right back through the pitcher and into center field. Jeffrey Nelson nearly nabbed it with his glove, but so hot off the bat that couldn't corral it. Went right over him. Didn't make contact with him at all. Right back up the middle for a hard hit single for John Peck. First base hit of the ball game for either team. The 31st hit for Ridgefield of this series. Bottom of the first inning here at the Rourke. Ridgefield at the plate. Kobe Morales is next up for the Raptors. Left-handed hitter against right-handed pitcher. Morales checks his swing. It's a called strike. Morales struggled to begin with. Came in 2 games ago. Went fly out, strikeout, double play, strikeout. That was the first 7 plate appearances, but then things changed on the next at-bat. The 0-1 pitch inside, ball 1. He broke his bat on a slicing, looping fly ball down the left field line. It was misplayed by the left fielder, but called a hit. Got by the left fielder all the way to the wall. Went down to third for a triple. Morales swings ahead of the 1-1. 1-2 now the count. So after that triple, came up next time and launched a home run over the batter's eye in center field. Then had a ground out and a single as his other 2 at-bats yesterday. And so he is 3 for his last 4 a double shy of the cycle in that span. Fouls it off backwards. Remains a 1-2 count to Kobe Morales. Morales coming from Cypress College. A 6'3", 225-pound first baseman. He's from Downey, California. 1-2 pitch. Swings and right back through the pitcher again. 2 straight singles that nearly hit Jeffrey Nelson. Neither of them do make contact with the right-hand pitcher. Both of them getting into center field for base hits. John Peck hit one that went just to the right of Jeffrey Nelson. Kobe Morales hit one that went just to the left of Jeffrey Nelson. Both of them singling. John Peck into scoring position. The cleanup hitter from the College of the Canyons, Tafton Hensley, to the plate. Righty on righty, Nelson steps off the rubber. Nelson went to Clackamas High School, had a complete game shutout against Clackamas Community College while pitching for Mount Hood Community College. First pitch to Hensley at the belt and just above. Ball 1 to Hensley, who is 4 for 10 this series, has a pair of doubles. The 1-0 pitch from Jeffrey Nelson. Looks back at second, comes to the plate. Breaking ball that bends away from the hitter, but not far enough to catch the plate. Ball 2 to the center fielder, Tafton Hensley. Started every game in position number 8 at center field. 2-0 pitch from Nelson. Kicks and fires inside, but swung on. Grounded foul down the third baseline. That ball was definitely inside, but Hensley likes it on the inner half and tried to get the barrel around. Fouls it down towards Chris Cota at third base. Makes it 2 balls and 1 strike to Tafton. With 1 out, runners on first and second. Again attacks a ball inside and misses that one. It was also pretty high. He's a right-hand hitter trying to yank it down the left field line. The outfield playing towards center. Both outfielders playing a bit off the lines. Left fielder playing pretty straight up. Second baseman near second base. Hensley pops it up into shallow right field. The second baseman Davis over. Now backing up and does make the catch for out number 2. He had to backpedal a bit to pull that one in, but he gets under it. And Jeffrey Nelson induces a pop out for the second out of the inning. Will Chambers to the plate, the designated hitter, having a great weekend so far. 4 for 9, a home run. Has gotten on base 7 out of 10 plate appearances. Is leading the team with 4 runs scored and 3 RBIs. Batting in the 5-hole today and DHing. Plays some first base as well. Switch hitter. Swings at the first delivery out in front of it. Strike 1 to Will, who has played the last couple years at College of the Canyons. Also spent some time at UCSB. Thought he would never play baseball again a couple of years ago. A lot of injuries and COVID stopped things up. A couple knee replacements for Will Chambers. He's 21 years old. Ball gets away on the 0-1 pitch. Both runners will advance. Brett Joner retreats to the backstop to collect the fastball from Jeffrey Nelson. John Peck gets to third on the wild pitch. Kobe Morales to second. 2 outs, runners on second and third for Will Chambers. Had 3 serious knee injuries and ultimately replaced both knees. Showed me the scars earlier today. The 1-1 pitch to Chambers, a bit inside and low, ball 2. He's also got a ruptured tendon in his biceps, a long head biceps tendon that he will not have surgery on until his baseball career is concluded. It says when he swings, he can feel it pop. 2-1 pitch, he swings and pops the ball into foul territory along with the tendon. 2 outs, runners on second and third. Chambers hit a home run to right field. He didn't pull the ball. He was batting from the right side that time. He is a switch hitter and went opposite way for the home run down the right field line a couple days ago. Yesterday, Chambers with 2 hits on the day, pair of singles to start off. Hit by pitch later in the game. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 runners on, 2 outs. Here comes Jeffrey Nelson, the right-hander, hit hard to left center field. Chambers puts a dent in this one. It hits the wall halfway up the fence for a 2 RBI base hit. Chambers digging in for second, diving head first, and is thrown out at second. He will get credit for a 2 RBI single. and thrown out to end the inning at second base. Will Chambers, his 5th hit of the weekend, comes up with a curt smile after that and still gets 2 RBIs, and Ridgefield strikes first. 2-0 is the score as we head towards the second. Thanks for joining us on the Ridgefield Raptors live stream.
Join the Ridgefield Raptors for warm sunshine, great food, and exciting top-level college baseball at the Rourke. Bring your family, friends, neighbors, and coworkers for a relaxing night outdoors this season. Your group can welcome us on the Les Schwab left field platform, the Lenner Homes and Dick Hanna grass berms, or the First Centennial and Wellhaven Pet Health picnic areas. There's nothing like a Ridgefield Raptors summer baseball game. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
Can't remember the last time you had a tall, ice-cold draft beer? Jog your memory at Buffalo Wild Wings for just $3. Stop by B-Dubs now and get Bud Light poured into a tall 22-ounce glass, all for just $3. Remind your mouth what it's been missing. Buffalo Wild Wings. Roar! Available at participating locations for a limited time. Dine-in only. Prices may vary. Please drink responsibly. Availability of dine-in varies by location.
One inning of scoreless work for Jet Lotus in this game. He comes out for the second inning, the starter from the University of Oklahoma, getting the start in game number 3 of the West Coast League season for the Ridgefield Raptors. 2-0 on the year are the Raptors, trying to sweep Bend just like they did to close the 2019 season. Ridgefield not playing in 2020, nor did any other West Coast League team, so trying to start out the most recent season, this season, the way they finished the most recent season with a 3-game sweep, and it was also right here in Ridgefield when they took down the Bend Elks in 3 straight games to finish 2019. A lightning delay in that final game. Hopefully no such dramatics here today. Lotus first pitch of the second inning is a strike to Bryce Tweet. Leads off the second. He's the center fielder, one of the few guys who's on a longer-term contract for the Bend Elks. The left-hander steps in for the 0-1, swings and misses from Jet Lotus. Jet got tossed around a bit on Wednesday against Cowlitz, gave up 7 runs in his only inning of work, but comes out today and pitches a scoreless first inning with no hits. Did walk 2, but stranded both of them. And now ahead 0-2 to the leadoff man, Bryce Tweet. That one down and away, ball 2. So Ridgefield doing well against the Bend Elks in their history. 7-1 all time, and the aggregate score is pretty impressive. 1 ball and 2 strike, it's fouled off. With Ridgefield scoring double digits 4 times in the 8 meetings between these two organizations, Ridgefield leads the all-time series in terms of aggregate score 72-33. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Jet Lotus. Up high, ball 2. Yesterday helped skew that number even more. It was a 16-5 final score. Lotus steps off the rubber and Tweet steps out for a moment. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's the Ridgefield Raptors leading 2-0. Fastball that was near the outer corner, but end body trying to frame it, couldn't catch it, and called a ball. Full count to Bryce Tweet. Lotus issued a leadoff walk last inning, worked around it. Now trying to avoid a similar result. Here's the payoff pitch. Fastball hit up high and out of play down the third baseline towards the Ridgefield gear on the apparel being sold down the third baseline. Some good stuff down there. If you come to a ball game later this week, go check out the shirts and the caps and polos and all that stuff. 3-2 pitch from Jet Lotus. Fastball down, ball 4. So he walks the leadoff man both innings. It was a tougher at-bat this time around. It was a 4-pitch walk in the first inning. This time a 7-pitch walk to Bryce Tweet. Earned it, and down to first base goes Bryce. Riley Quinton to the plate. Has moved around defensively for Bend. He played some left field. He was a shortstop. Yesterday he came in to pitch towards the end of the game for Bend. Came in as a position player. That's moved him over from short and warmed up a bit and finished out the game as pitcher. Here's the first pitch to Riley Quinton. It is a called strike by home plate umpire Jordan Shepard. Runner on first, no outs. 2-0 lead for the Ridgefield Raptors. The 0-1 pitch is outside, ball one from Jet Lotus. Looking at the scores around the league, Bellingham having jumped out in front of Port Angeles 3-0. Those two teams with the series even as we come into this game. Swung on and missed on the 1-1 pitch. Walla Walla and Cowlitz scoreless in the second. Walla Walla, similar to Ridgefield, being the only other undefeated team in the league. And Ridgefield all by themselves at 2-0 in the Southern Division of the West Coast League. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Lotus. Fastball, missed it. Did Riley Quinton. His second strikeout of the day for Jet Lotus. One away in the second inning. He's not allowed any hits yet. 3 walks and 2 strikeouts. The only other 2 batters were a couple of ground balls, a fielder's choice and a ground out to first. So when Jet Lotus is in the strike zone, he's hard to hit. Nobody's put the ball in the outfield. Well, until now, this one hit to deep right center field. The runner was going on the play. Hensley, the center fielder, grabs it. It was so high, he managed to run all the way over to right center field to make the catch. Finally, a flyout in this game, and Bryce Tweet retreats to first base. He was stealing on the pitch, but had to hold up near second to wait for that ball to see if it would get down, and it did not. So Austin Hauk, the next batter for the Bend Elks. That was Cole Cownon, who flied out to center field. Hauk, the first baseman, a 9-hole hitter for the Elks. There's a runner on first with 2 outs now in the top of the second inning. A 2-0 lead for the Raptors. Fastball inside, nearly caught the leg of Austin Hauk. Turns away from it. Yesterday, Austin with the DH went 0 for 4 on the day. 2-0 count from Jet Lotus. Fastball and missed by Austin Hauk. 2-1 the count with 2 outs. Lotus getting the third start. It was Nick Nygaard starting yesterday. Good performance. Didn't go super long. 3 innings. Allowed just 1 run. 2-1 pitch. The runner goes. End body misplays the pitch, and it dribbles away from his glove. No throw down to second. Bryce Tweet with the stolen base. So runner in scoring position for the Elks as they try to cut the lead in half. And Austin Hauk at the plate. 2 outs, runner on second. 3 balls and 1 strike is the count, with Aaron Barber, the leadoff hitter, in the on-deck circle. Jet Lotus looks back at the runner, now comes with the 3-1 pitch outside, and he has walked 2 batters in both innings. So runners on first and second with 2 outs, just like last inning. When that happened last inning, he stranded both of them with a ground out to first base when Lotus himself covered and recorded the putout. Now he'll try to do something similar with Aaron Barber at the plate, who drew a 4-pitch walk to start this game in the top of the first. Now in the top of the second, Ridgefield leading 2-0. Here's the first pitch, outside, ball 1 from Jet Lotus. Still no hits from the Bend Elks. 3 hits in that first inning for the Raptors. One ball and no strikes, with Bryce Tweet standing at second base. Decent sized lead for him in a big secondary. Chop down the first baseline and foul. 1-1 the count towards pitching coach Xander Klaus, coaching at first base. And looks like Kyle Novak has taken over third base coaching duties. It's been Tyler Graham in that spot the last couple of games, but Noby, the head coach, taking over. They'll have Joey Wong as an assistant coach when Oregon State finishes up their season. Joey Wong, an assistant coach with the Beavers. Lotus steps over and looks at second. Lotus with a 1-1 count, looks at second base, fires the 1-1 pitch down in the dirt, ball 2. Oregon State and TCU matching up in the Fort Worth Regional. It's a 2-2 score between the Beavers and the Horned Frogs, bottom of the 7th inning. The loser of that game will get eliminated. And a lot of the players from that Fort Worth Regional will come here to the West Coast League, Ridgefield and Bend included. 2-1 pitch is outside, ball 3. 3-1 the count. In the starting lineup for Oregon State, for example, you've got Greg Fuchs going to the Bend Elks. Justin Boyd, who played for Ridgefield back in 2019, is starting in center field today for the Beavers. A 3-1 pitch hit towards first base. Morales bounces off his glove, throws to first to Lotus, and gets him in time. So both innings, Jet Lotus walks 2 batters and then records a putout at first base. Eerily similar from the first and second innings. And both times, the Ridgefield Raptors strand 2 while allowing no runs. Perhaps they'll repeat history and score 2 runs in the second inning. They'll like that as they already lead 2-0. Bottom of the second inning coming up after this.
The win-win value lineup from Buffalo Wild Wings gets you more for less with buy one, get one free traditional wings every Tuesday. It's like diving for pearls and finding the lost city of Atlantis. And they've got BOGO free wings. Get yours for dine-in, takeout, or delivery on Wing Tuesdays at B-Dubs. BOGO of equal value at participating locations. Not valid with other offers. Size exclusions apply while supplies last. Limit 1. Delivery and takeout limited time. Delivery offer valid on Buffalo Wild Wings website and app subject to availability. Fees may apply, plus taxes.
A lot has changed in Clark County since C-Tran began service in 1981. We've changed with it. 30 bus routes, 2 bus rapid transit projects, and millions of rides later, C-Tran has grown into an award-winning transit system serving Clark County, including the city limits of Ridgefield. Please join C-Tran in celebrating an amazing 40 years serving you, our community, with activities happening in 2021. Look for details at c-tran.com, and thank you for 40 great years.
A 2-0 lead for the Ridgefield Raptors early in this game. 3 hits already. Even if they get 3 hits every single inning this game, they'll only barely beat their total from yesterday. 22 hits in the game last night, going for the series sweep today. First pitch to Cody Darcy is grounded towards third base, fielded by the third baseman. Quinton throws across the diamond and gets the out. One third baseman throwing out another. And the third baseman, Cody Darcy, retired on one pitch. 5-3 on the ground out, brings up Dominic Enbody to face Jeffrey Nelson. The starting pitcher today for the Bend Elks, a Mount Hood Community College Saint from Happy Valley, Oregon, played at Clackamas High School, a 2-sport athlete, played baseball and football. He's a right-hand pitcher. First pitch to Enbody over the plate, and a strike for Dominic, getting his first start of the series. Played some first base last night. Left-hand hitter against right-hand pitcher with 1 out, nobody on, inside and low. Nelson, the right-hand pitcher, who gave up 2 earned runs last inning on 3 hits, utilized Will Chambers running into an out at second base, trying to stretch into a double off a ball that was hit off the wall. Scored 2 runs, but he was called out at second. 1-1 pitch just misses. Ball 2, 2-1. So Jeffrey Nelson starting out the second inning better with a ground out to start the frame. 2-1 pitch, swung over it and missed it. Foul tipped it into the glove, in fact. 2-2 the count from Jeffrey Nelson. Was a 2-time all-league player as a pitcher at Clackamas High School. Lettered 3 years in baseball, arguably more known for football. The breaking ball outside. Full count upcoming to Dominic Enbody. Clackamas won the 2017 state title in football. It was Jeffrey Nelson kicking a 38-yard field goal with 6 seconds left. Payoff pitches up and away, ball 4. Enbody walks down to first base for the first walk of the ball game for the Raptors. Reese Hernandez to the plate. Hernandez getting his first playing time. He's only been in Ridgefield for about 24 hours, and he only came to this ballpark it was partway through the night last night. Arrived around 8 or 9 o'clock. It was the 5th inning First pitch is a ball to Hernandez. He comes from San Diego, plays for San Jose State, and showed up yesterday during the game. Just hung out in the stands, watched the game, and now he's in a uniform. The 1-0 pitch gets by the catcher, and to the backstop, Dominic Enbody trots to second on the wild pitch. Runner in scoring position, 1 out, with the Raptors up 2-0 in this ball game. Going back to Jeffrey Nelson, the pitcher for the Elks, who was a kicker and a punter at Clackamas High School, was listed amongst the top 20 high school prospects in the state of Oregon as a football player leading up to the 2018 season. Throws a ball to Hernandez, 2-0 is the count, and Jeffrey Nelson will get a chat from pitching coach Xander Klaus. No activity in the bullpen for the Elks. Clackamas had a great athlete in Jeffrey Nelson. He actually originally went to college at Oregon State to be a football player. He was a preferred walk-on on the Oregon State football team. He redshirted in 2019 and then switched up the program, went to Mount Hood Community College, and is a baseball player for the Saints. Majored in kinesiology at Oregon State after a tremendous career at Clackamas High School. The 3-0 pitch outside to Reese Hernandez. Ball 4, and Hernandez in his first game as a Raptor has gotten on base in his first plate appearance. He was supposed to play last season for the Raptors, but the year got canceled, and he said yes again. I'll come back in 2021 and play for you guys up in the Northwest. 9-hole hitter Tanner Jocks to the plate. Strike 1, called strike from Jeffrey Nelson. Jocks with a couple RBIs, had an RBI single, and then ground ball that caused an error on the third baseman. A tremendous day defensively. Breaking ball that he lifts to right field. A 1-out fly ball to right. It's caught by Garcia, and the runners hold at first and second base. So Jocks is retired. We go back to the top of the order for Ridgefield. Caden Connor to the plate, the right fielder who had a 9-pitch at-bat in the first inning. Ended with a ground out to second base. Now he's got 2 runners aboard and 2 outs. Ridgefield leading 2-0. It was a 2-out single for Will Chambers last inning that scored 2 runners, and he was thrown out. So if Ridgefield wants to repeat history like they did in the top half of this inning, Caden Connor will lace one off the wall for his 4th double of the season. First pitch is a ball. Jet Lotus with a very similar first and second innings. 2 walks and then a ground out 3-1 where he covered first both times, and both times it was a little bit dramatic with the throw high or grounding off the pitcher. This one hit to hard left center field, and this will get down at the wall. Caden Connor will have his 4th double of the season in 4 games, a 2 RBI double for Caden Connor. And that scores both Dominic Enbody and Reese Hernandez from second and first base, respectively. Caden Connor has doubled in every game this season. 4 on the year for the Cal State Fullerton product, and he stands at second base with 2 outs and a 4-0 lead for the Ridgefield Raptors. I don't know what it is with doubles for Caden Connor, but he was amongst the team leaders in doubles for Cal State Fullerton, so nothing new for him. John Peck fouls the first pitch off his leg, strike 1. Caden Connor, who had 10 doubles for the Titans this spring, leads the team in that category for Cal State Fullerton. Hit .333 on the year. Teammates with Cameron Rapetti, who played for the Ridgefield Raptors back in 2019. Teammates with Cole Ehrman, also Jake Harvey, who transferred from Oregon State and played in the West Coast League a couple years ago for the Corvallis Knights, a champion in the West Coast League. 0-1 pitch, breaking ball in the zone. Strike 2, 0-2 the count. So John Peck, also playing collegiate baseball in the Golden State, plays at Pepperdine. The second baseman has a man on second with 2 outs. A 4-0 lead for the Raptors. Sprays one foul on the right field side. Stays an 0-2 count to John Peck, who went 3 for 5 yesterday with a double. Had a single last inning and ended up scoring the first run of the ball game for Ridgefield on that hit off the wall by Will Chambers. 0-2 pitch from Nelson, hit hard towards the shortstop. Calnon Fields throws across and gets John Peck to end the inning. 2-run score in both innings so far for the Ridgefield Raptors. It's 4-0 the score at the moment as we head to the third. It's the Raptors and the Elks, Game 3 of this series. Ridgefield going for the sweep.
This is WSU Vancouver, Southwest Washington's only 4-year research university. Whether in person or via distance delivery, WSU Vancouver offers high-quality education and an employer-respected degree. You'll get a small school feel in the kind of place where you know you matter. Here, you'll get personalized education that brings out the best in you and inspires you to achieve your highest goals. Now what are you waiting for? Apply today.
The Ridgefield Raptors are thrilled to reunite with fans and enjoy summer baseball again. Join us for America's favorite pastime. The Raptors are following state guidelines for spectator events and ask for your patience as we prepare for exciting West Coast League play. Please be courteous to our staff, fans, and players as we celebrate the return of your Ridgefield Raptors this summer. Let's make it a great season at the Rourke. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
Jet Lotus back to the mound for the Ridgefield Raptors here in the third inning. 2 scoreless frames for Jet so far in this ball game. He walked 2 runners in each inning, but worked around it and did a great job in doing so. And both times finished off the inning with a 3-1 ground out to first base where he fielded, or covered, where Lotus covered first. He'll now face Tommy Davis to lead off the third. A 4-0 lead for the Ridgefield Raptors. Trying to go for the sweep against the Bend Elks. It's a similar score in Bellingham, where the Bellingham Bells lead 4-0 over Port Angeles a couple innings into that game. First pitch, a ball to Tommy Davis. Had a fielder's choice in the first inning. Playing second base today. The 1-0 pitch from Lotus is inside but swung on, hit to shallow left field. Might have been a broken bat play. And the nice play by Tanner Jocks trailing out into shallow left field to make the over-the-shoulder catch. And indeed, it does look like that bat splintered near the handle and not hit particularly well off the bat of Tommy Davis. And Tanner Jocks makes the catch. 1 away, and the first time that Jet Lotus has retired the leadoff man. Fastball on the first pitch to Eun-Song Yu. Is a strike to Eun-Song, the third baseman who is DHing today. The 0-1 pitch from Lotus outside, ball 2. Born in South Korea, grew up in Seattle. So many good baseball players coming from the peninsula of South Korea. Turned on the Blue Jays game yesterday, or 2 days ago. Hyunjin Ryu was pitching for the Blue Jays. 1-1 pitch down low, ball 2. A couple weeks ago, I was watching a Pirates and Cardinals game, and it was Ha-Sung Kim playing for, or not the Pirates, the Padres, grounded down the third baseline and foul on the 2-1. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. A 4-0 lead for the Raptors in the top of the third. Ha-Sung Kim was hitting for the Padres against Kwang Hyung Kim for the Cardinals. It was Kim on Kim, and both of those players had played in the KBO in Korea against each other, and then both made MLB. Swung on and missed on the 2-2, and Eun-Song Yu is retired on a strikeout swinging. Third K of the day for Jet Lotus. Not to mention those players, Ji-Man Choi, the first baseman for the Rays. First Korean All-Star in the history of Major League Baseball, Chan-Ho Park in 2001. Swung on and missed to Brett Joner, the new batter. 0-1 the count to the catcher, Brett Joner. 0 for 1 on the day. Had a strikeout in the first inning. Joner hits one off the hands. A one-hopper to the pitcher. Lotus runs towards first and underhands to the first baseman. Every inning it's been Kobe Morales and Jet Lotus to end the frame. This time it's Lotus throwing to the first baseman instead of the other way around. A 1-2-3 inning for Jet Lotus. He has pitched 3 scoreless frames for the Raptors And we head to the bottom of the third inning. Ridgefield 4, Bend yet to score. This is the Ridgefield Raptors live stream.
At Clark Public Utilities, we know you depend on electricity every day. And even though our offices remain closed, we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, by phone, online, and email. The past year has brought changes to many in our community, with lost jobs or reduced working hours, disrupted childcare, and the challenge of teaching the kids. If you've been financially impacted by the pandemic and can't pay your utility bill, call us or send an email right away. Eligibility for payment assistance has been expanded so more households may qualify. Through it all, we're always here to provide you with safe and reliable service, and we're ready to help. Clark Public Utilities, ranked highest in customer satisfaction among residential mid-size utilities in the West by J.D. Power 13 years in a row. For J.D. Power 2020 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Clark Public Utilities, we're always here.
Is the lead for Ridgefield through 2.5 innings. Kobe Morales to the plate to open up the third inning. His team already leading 4-0. He had a single and a run scored in the first inning. He is now 4 for his last 5 at the plate for the Raptors. The lefty swings at the first pitch, grounds one to second. Tommy Davis scoops it up and throws to first. 1 pitch, 1 out for Jeffrey Nelson. The right-hander in Nelson getting the out to open up the third inning. He has pitched 2 innings, let in 2 runs both times, all of them earned. And he's got 1 out as Tafton Hensley strides to the plate. 4 for 11 on the series, including a pop-up this game. Doesn't like the first pitch, is a strike on the outer half. He has 2 doubles in the series as well. 0-1 the count to Tafton with 1 out, nobody on base. Swings at the 0-1 and hits one hard into the fence in front of the dugout for the Ridgefield Raptors on the third base side. From College of the Canyons, where he's teammates with Will Chambers. Will in the on-deck circle. The center fielder Hensley laces one to left field. It is caught by the left fielder Barber, who took a step in, then realized he needed to take a step out and just got back in front of the ball in time to make the play. 2 outs in the inning with nobody on. Yesterday, Ridgefield hitting so well that there really wasn't any 1-2-3 inning the entire game. The closest thing to it was the first inning with a single and then a double play. So Drake Bourgeois still faced the minimum in that frame. Will Chambers checks his swing and went around, according to home plate umpire Jordan Shepard. 0-1 the count to Will Chambers, who just loves this area. I was talking to him earlier today about the experience so far in Ridgefield. Does not swing at the 0-1. It's a ball 1. Comes from Southern California and plays in Santa Clarita for College of the Canyons, and he was just marveling, just pointing towards the trees in left field. Checks his swing in the 1-1, the appeal, and he did not go around. Ball 2. Said he called his mom the other day, practically in tears, just how much he loves the area and just having the time of his life playing collegiate summer baseball and hoping to go D1 this year. 2-1 pitch is a ball. 3-1 the count to Will Chambers with 2 outs and nobody on. Ridgefield leading 4-0. Has not had the easiest go of it in college baseball with all the injuries and COVID, and has basically not played the last couple of years. Breaking ball in the outer half, strike 2. 3-2 the count. College of the Canyons did not play this season, so Will Chambers has not really played much the last few years, but if he hits well this season, he could go D1. 3-2 pitch, swung on and missed. It gets away. No, he did get a piece of it. Fouled back behind the catcher, and the at-bat continues. Brett Joner got hit off the foul ball, and he's in some pain. Mason Treeseyes, the athletic trainer for Ridgefield, comes out to chat with Brett Joner, who now stands up to his feet and seems to be all right. Hopefully just caught him by surprise, and I think he may have just gotten hit below the belt and needs a moment to recollect himself. But he seems to be okay. Kyle Novak coming out to check on his catcher. Will Chambers in the batter's box. Will ran into Kyle Novak in the gym the other day and chatted for a bit. Said he liked Novak. First time he had met Kyle. I said, did you know he's a national champion? He said, what? No, I didn't know that. He said, yeah, at Oregon State 2018. And Will had you can tell that meant a lot, resonated with him. Swings and misses the 3-2 pitch. Struck him out to end the inning. A 1-2-3 frame for Jeffrey Nelson, his easiest inning of work, and maintains a 4-0 score. Ridgefield on top through 3 innings of play. This is Ridgefield Raptors baseball from the Rourke.
The win-win value lineup from Buffalo Wild Wings has bundles of wings and fries so you can get more for less. With individual size bundles starting at just $9.99 and the 40-wing family XL bundle for only $39.99. It doesn't take a degree in chicken economics to know a good deal when it's pecking you in the face. Order wing bundles for takeout or delivery, part of the win-win value lineup at B-Dubs. At participating locations for a limited time only for takeout or delivery through Buffalo Wild Wings app and website. Delivery subject to availability. Fees may apply. Taxes extra.
The Ridgefield Raptors are thrilled to reunite with fans and enjoy summer baseball again. Join us for America's favorite pastime. The Raptors are following state guidelines for spectator events and ask for your patience as we prepare for exciting West Coast League play. Please be courteous to our staff, fans, and players as we celebrate the return of your Ridgefield Raptors this summer. Let's make it a great season at the Rourke. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
Through 3 innings of play at the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex for the visiting Bend Elks, no runs, no hits, no errors. For the Ridgefield Raptors, 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors. Jet Lotus has pitched 3 innings. As the starter, he comes back out for a 4th inning and will face the 5th, 6th, and 7th hitters in the Bend Elks lineup. Daniel Garcia to the plate, grounded out to end the inning in the first. Lotus and Kobe Morales have made a nice little tandem here defensively for Ridgefield, the pitcher and first baseman respectively. First pitch is a ball from Lotus. The 1-0 pitch also misses. 2-0 the count from Jet, who has let 4 runners on base, all via walks. The last inning he had a 1-2-3 frame with a strikeout in the middle. 2-0 pitch. Check swing and gets through the body of Dominic Enbody. 2-1 the count on the foul tip from Daniel Garcia. Lotus has either recorded the assist or the putout to end each inning so far. 2-1 count and a called strike on the outer half to Garcia. Playing right field today. Daniel was playing first base yesterday when he had an RBI single, went 2 for 5 in the ball game. 2-2 pitch from Jet Lotus, kicks and the right-hander fires over the plate, but is not called a strike, perhaps up, and it's a full count, 3-2, maybe a touch inside. Looked over the plate. Either way, it's called a ball. 3 balls and 2 strikes to lead off the 4th inning. Fastball hit foul, third base side over the bleachers and onto the concourse wide of the field here at the Rourke. Outfield playing pretty straight up. Infield same way for the payoff pitch to Garcia. Lotus hurls it, a ground ball. It's Morales fielding it, stepping in front of the second baseman. Lotus covers first and gets there easily in time. The 3rd time that Morales has thrown to a covering Jet Lotus for the out. And 1 away here in the 4th inning. It was Morales ending the 1st inning with a ground ball where he threw to Lotus, threw a bit high. Lotus had to jump and catch it, came down on the bag just in time. Then in the 2nd inning, the ground ball glanced off the glove of Morales, the first baseman. First pitch is a strike to Bryce Tweet. He managed to track the ball down and throw to Lotus, covering first to end the inning. And then in the 3rd, the ball was hit to Lotus, and then he threw to Morales to end the inning. Bryce Tweet sprays one hard off the netting on the third base side. Foul ball, 2 strikes and no balls for Bryce Tweet, who is 0 for 0 on the day. He had a walk in the second. A 7-pitch base on balls. He'll have a tough time drawing another walk here. He's behind 0-2. Lotus another fastball and just misses ball 1. Steps off the rubber, adjusts the cap. Comes back to the mound and sets for the 1-2 pitch. Down low, checked his swing, did not go around. Ball 2. Lotus kind of works out of a semi-windup. He is sort of facing with his body towards the dugout. Almost looks like he's working from the stretch, but he still steps backwards with the left foot, resets with the right, and then comes to the plate. The 2-2 pitch hit to left field, and he has a play. Does Reese Hernandez makes the catch for his first putout in a Ridgefield Raptors uniform, 2 away in the 4th inning. Hernandez making the catch. He's listed as a utility player out of San Jose State. Showed up yesterday during the 5th inning and now playing today in lieu of Trevor Torpa, who has started in left field every other game this series. First pitch is one hopped to Dominic Enbody. Riley Quinton, the batter, third baseman who struck out last at bat. 2 outs, nobody on base. Ridgefield leading here in the 4th inning, 4-0. Fastball on the 1-0, fouled away, 1 ball and 1 strike. Torpa was rounding third and scoring yesterday when felt the hamstring pull. Hopefully he'll be all right. Hopefully not too much of a major injury, but not dressing down today. And Reese Hernandez comes in perfect time. A 2-hopper to short. Tanner Jocks nabs it, throws to first. A bit offline, but Morales holds his cleat on the bag for out number 3. 2 consecutive 1-2-3 innings for Jet Lotus. And he has pitched 4 consecutive scoreless innings. It's still 0 runs for the Bend Elks and 4 runs for the Ridgefield Raptors. Bottom of the 4th inning is up next.
The Ridgefield Raptors are back, where the entire family can watch top-level college baseball players live at the Rourke. Now, kids 12 and under get in free with a paid adult for all Sunday afternoon Raptors games. Enjoy local Southwest Washington baseball with the whole family this summer. Sunday games are at 105 and are presented by Peace Health and the Columbian. Come cheer on your Ridgefield Raptors all season long. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
The win-win value lineup from Buffalo Wild Wings gets you more for less. With buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. It's like finding extra fries at the bottom of your bag, but they're boneless wings, and there's twice as many of them. What is this sorcery? It's Boneless Thursdays at B-Dubs, available for dine-in, takeout, and delivery. BOGO of equal value at participating locations. Not valid with other offers. Size exclusions apply while supplies last. Limit 1. Delivery and takeout limited time. Delivery offer valid on Buffalo Wild Wings website and app subject to availability. Fees may apply, plus taxes.
Have been played here at the Rourke. Jeffrey Nelson back to the mound for the Bend Elks. Gets a swing and a miss from Cody Darcy, who swung at the first pitch in the 2nd inning and grounded out to third base. Now comes up for his second at-bat with Ridgefield leading 4-0 on 4 hits for the Ridgefield Raptors. Breaking ball called a strike to Cody Darcy. Strike 2 for the Nichols State graduate student. He'll be getting his MBA down at the Louisiana Division I program. 0-2 pitch to Darcy, outside, ball 1. Majored in sports management, already got his degree from Xavier in Ohio, and now heads south for the upcoming season, where he will have 2 years of eligibility remaining. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Breaking ball swung on, hit towards third base again. It's bobbled by Riley Quinton, recovers, makes the throw. It gets by the first baseman and into right field. Cody Darcy digs for second and will get there safely. A bobble and a misfire from Quinton will probably be called E5 on the play. And Darcy into second base on the first error of the game for either team. Brings up Dominic Enbody, the next batter, who scored in the 2nd inning. Got on base via a walk. And the only player to walk in this game for the Raptors. First pitch swung on and hit right in front of the plate. Fielded barehanded by Joner. Throws to first for the out. It advances the runner. A productive out for Dominic Enbody. Good play by Joner, who just reached out with the hand for a spinning ground ball that was only about 2 feet in front of the plate. Nabbed it with the bare hand and threw on line. And the catcher makes the nice play to record the first out of the inning. Cody Darcy to third base. Reese Hernandez, the batter, called strike to open up. The infield is playing in. The outfield playing a step deep with a big hole in right center field for the left-hand hitting Hernandez. Swings and hit one hard to right field. Garcia back on it, and he gets over his glove and one hops the wall. An RBI two-bagger for Reese Hernandez. He is 1 for 1 in his Ridgefield Raptors career. Hernandez a double to score the 5th run of the game for the Raptors. It's 5-0 in the 4th inning. Reese Hernandez took the second pitch of the at-bat and nearly hit the fence, got to the wall on one bounce to right center field, and stood up as he came into second base. An RBI double for Hernandez. He walked in the second inning, so 1 for 1. A double, a walk, an RBI. Next batter is Tanner Jocks. Hits one to right center field. It drops for a base hit. Hernandez will wind around third, sprint for home, and no throw at the plate. Hernandez loses the batting helmet as he crosses home standing up. An RBI single for Tanner Jocks. It's now a 6-0 ball game. Productive bottom half of the lineup for Ridgefield today, with both of those RBIs coming from the 8 and 9 holes. All 3 players in the bottom third have gotten on base today. They combined 4 times in that section of the lineup. We now go back to the top of the order, which has also been productive with help from Caden Connor, the leadoff hitter who doubled in the second inning. No less than 4 doubles on the season for Caden Connor, including the exhibition game on Wednesday. He's doubled every game. The only thing Caden Connor hasn't done is doubling twice in one game. He has merely doubled once. Well, okay, it's a lot to ask to double multiple times in a game, but he's got some chances here. He's already gotten the double out of the way. Why not go for a second one? There was a 2 RBI double in the second inning. First pitch is a ball to Caden. Has a runner on first, 1 out. Reese Hernandez coming in. Throw down to first, and Jocks gets back. Ridgefield has scored exactly 2 runs each time they have scored. Had a scoreless third inning, so it's 6-0. Swings down the first baseline off the body of Austin Houck. The first baseman recollects the ball, then runs back to the bag to get Caden Connor out. Reese Hernandez advances to second base. Tanner Jocks advances to second base. Caden Connor is retired, unassisted first baseman on the out. John Peck to the plate with 2 outs, runner on second. A 6-run lead for the Raptors. John Peck put the ball in play, both at bats, a ground ball and a single. He later scored in his first inning single. First pitch to John Peck, breaking ball, swung on and gets under it. It pops off the bat backwards, foul. Strike 1 to John, who had a double yesterday, 3 for 5 in the ball game. Decent sized lead for Tanner Jocks at second base, who's had a tremendous series. Outside ball 1 to John Peck. Jocks, the Linfield player who comes up from McMinnville here in Ridgefield to play this season on a short-term contract and playing well so far. Inside on the 1-1 pitch, it's called a strike under the hands. 1 ball and 2 strikes to John Peck. Taking a look at the Oregon State TCU score, it's still 2-2 in the bottom of the 8th inning in Fort Worth, Texas. The loser of that game is eliminated. The 1-2 pitch hit to third base. It is a fair ball. The third baseman can't grab it and thought he had it in his glove, and everybody is safe. Riley Quinton got the glove on the ball and then came up thinking, it looked like he didn't realize the ball had popped a few feet away from him, had to go back to get it. On the play, Tanner Jocks sprints to third base with nobody covering. Riley Quinton unable to handle it. It is ruled a hit on the play. Third hit of the inning, 7th hit of the game, and we will see a pitching change. So Jeffrey Nelson's day is done with 3 2/3 innings under his belt. Decent performance, but this Ridgefield lineup has been torrid to start this season. He gives up 6 runs in the ball game, and the new pitcher for the Bend Elks will come in with runners on the corners and 2 outs here in the 4th inning. Ridgefield already leading 6-0. The new pitcher for the Elks will be Nate Wenzel, the 6'5", 200-pounder from Pierce College. Wenzel, who came in relief on Friday to pitch 2 1/3 innings, and he will come back in for his second relief performance of the season for the Bend Elks. Back on Friday when Wenzel pitched, he went those 2 1/3 innings, gave up 2 hits, no runs, struck out 4 in that performance, has perhaps been the most effective pitcher. He and Cade Retger have been the 2 reliable relievers for the Elks. So Wenzel comes in with the game still not out of reach for the Elks. It's a 6-run lead, which is pretty sizable, but not out of question for Bend, and so they bring in Nate Wenzel to try to close the door here in the 4th inning. Ridgefield already scoring 2 in the frame, and Kobe Morales up next. So John Peck gets aboard on the hit to extend the inning. Runners on the corners. That advanced Tanner Jocks down to third base. So Peck is 2 for 3 on the ball game. Runners in first and third. Ridgefield leads 6-0. Let's take a look at the scores around the league. Cowlitz has extended its lead over Walla Walla. The Black Bears looking for their first win of the season, trying to salvage a win out of that opening 3-game series. They're leading Walla Walla 3-0. Bellingham leading Port Angeles 7-0 in the rubber match at Joe Martin Field in Bellingham. The other 2 games around the league will happen tonight. Wenatchee and Portland, and Corvallis versus Yakima Valley. Both of those games rubber matches of their respective series. Kobe Morales digs in against Nate Wenzel with runners on the corners, 2 outs here in the 4th inning. Morales a home run yesterday. First pitch hits it hard to center field, tailing towards right center. This one gets to the wall on a bounce. A long single for Kobe Morales, scores 1. An RBI base hit for Kobe Morales. Got so fast to the wall and the center fielder playing so deep, essentially in no doubles, and it works out relatively speaking, but still an RBI single for Morales. John Peck gets around to third on the play, and Tanner Jocks scores, makes it 7-0. The Raptors the lead, and the 8th hitter of the inning coming to the plate in the form of Tafton Hensley. First pitch up and away, ball 1. So first pitch off the hand of Nate Wenzel is taken all the way to the wall by Kobe Morales. His second hit of the game. Tafton Hensley 0 for 2. Swings at the 1-0 pitch, hits it a mile high. Coming in is Bryce Tweet, the center fielder. Tweet calls for it and makes the catch in shallow right center field. That ends the inning with the first 3-run inning of the ball game. Ridgefield has gone 2 runs, 2 runs, 0 runs, 3 runs through the first 4 innings. It's a 7-0 game, and I think we'll see a new pitcher when we come back. We'll give you the new thrower and Jet Lotus's final numbers when we return. You're listening to Ridgefield Raptors Baseball, a 7-0 lead for the Raptors.
Dick Hanna Dealerships is proud to welcome everyone back to support our Ridgefield Raptors. Just in time for warm summer nights with family and friends, lounging on the lawn, or eating dogs in the stands. Feels good to be back. In business for over 70 years, Dick Hanna Dealerships is a local, family-owned business with locations in Vancouver, Kelso, and Portland. Choose from thousands of cars and 12 new car brands. Experience nice in the car business. Dick Hanna Dealerships. Believe in nice. Now play ball.
Oh, I love family road trips. Wind in my ears.
Good stuff.
Treats in my mouth. And peace of mind, knowing Les Schwab did our tires, brakes, and alignment. Like Les Schwab, my family's safety is my first priority. Well, that and squeaky toys.
Les Schwab Tires, proud to be ranked #1 in overall customer satisfaction for aftermarket tire replacement by J.D. Power 2 years in a row. For J.D. Power 2021 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
A 7-0 lead for the Ridgefield Raptors. We head to the top of the 5th inning. Tremendous performance by Jet Lotus, gaining some confidence for the University of Oklahoma product. Had a rough outing on Wednesday, giving up 7 runs in 1 inning, but comes out today and not only pitches 4 scoreless innings, he gave up 0 hits in his start. He exits after 4, gives way to Ryan Pitts, the first reliever of the ballgame for Ridgefield. Steps in to face Cole Calnon to lead off the 5th inning. The Raptors 7, the Elks yet to score. Ryan Pitts, a right-hander, throws a first pitch called strike to Cole Calnon. Ryan, a 6'2", 215-pound right-hander, a sophomore from Lower Columbia College. For head coach Eric Lane, he's from Vancouver and Skyview High School. The 0-1 pitch, also a called strike. For the health and fitness major, Ryan Pitts had 6 appearances this spring, went 8 1/3 innings over the course of the season, a 3.24 ERA, had 14 strikeouts in those 8 innings. Pitts throws the 0-2 pitch, down low, ball 1. He wears number 16, both for the Red Devils of Lower Columbia and for the Ridgefield Raptors. Pitts ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes to Cole Calnon. With no outs and nobody on, leading off the 5th, fastball is sprayed foul behind the plate. Ryan Pitts had the honor of throwing the first pitch of the 2021 season for Ridgefield in the exhibition on Wednesday night. He pitched the first couple innings against the Cowlitz Black Bears, got a no decision, gave up 1 run in those 2 innings, struck out 3. The 1-2 pitch, outside, ball 2. A long time coming for Ridgefield to play baseball at the Rourke after missing the 2020 season. And so it was 661 days in between the last pitch thrown at the Rourke and when Ryan Pitts threw a first pitch strike to Cowlitz. This one looped towards short, a pop-up that Tanner Jocks camps under and makes the catch. A leadoff out for Ryan Pitts. And the 5th inning gets underway the right way for Ridgefield. Jet Lotus finished his start by retiring everybody in the 3rd and 4th innings, a pair of 1-2-3 frames. He retired 7 in a row to close his start and hands the ball off to Ryan Pitts, who continues that trend, retiring the first one he sees. First pitch is a ball to Austin Hauk, the 9-hole hitter who walked in the 2nd. Only problem that Jet Lotus had was walks. He walked 2 in the 1st, walked 2 in the 2nd, but worked through that and stranded 2 runners both innings and then didn't walk anybody in the 3rd or 4th. The 1-0 pitch is a ball from Ryan Pitts. 2-0 the count with 1 out, nobody on base. A 7-0 advantage for the Bend Elks in this ball game in the first of the 5th inning. 2-0 pitch from Ryan is at the belt and stays high. Ball 3, 3-0. Jet Lotus, no hits allowed in those 4 innings of work. Will not be in position to get the win today, having gone 4 innings. Need to go 5 to be eligible. Down low and a 4-pitch walk conceded by Ryan Pitts. Austin Hauk has drawn walks both times he's come to the plate. We go back to the top of the order to Aaron Barber, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. Grounded out to first base in his only at-bat. Runner on first with a short leadoff in Austin Hauk. 1 out. 7-0 is the score. Ridgefield on top. A fastball on the outer half. Strike 1 called by Jordan Shepard, the home plate umpire. Defensive alignment staying the same. Cody Darcy at 3rd. Tanner Jocks at short. John Peck, the 2nd baseman. And manning first base is Kobe Morales. The battery mate is Dominic Enbody. Ryan Pitts, the 0-1 pitch is a strike, throwing down to first base. It's end body, not in time to get Kobe Morales. Cole Ehrman has traded time at catcher with Dominic Enbody. Ehrman managed to backpick Elks runner in the series opener on Friday and nearly had another runner last night. Had him in time, and I told Cole earlier today, oh man, you almost had another backpick yesterday. Here's the 0-2 pitch, swung on and fouled. First base side, stays an 0-2 count to Aaron Barber. Cole Ehrman, who had the throw, had it in time, good pop time, standing up and hurled it down to first. And he said, yeah, if I'd made the throw better, would have had him at first base. It was a little bit low, but a good attempt from Cole Ehrman, who's got a great move down to first base. Here's the 0-2 pitch, swung on and fouled back. 4 pitches, all 4 of them strikes or foul balls to Aaron Barber. After Ryan Pitts threw a 4-pitch walk, he's now thrown 4 straight strikes. 1 out, 1 on. The Bend Elks yet to score today. Scored 5 runs yesterday. They're 6 runs in the series for them. They scored 16 against the Northwest Star Academy in their exhibition game Thursday. The 0-2 pitch swung on, hit to second base. John Peck dives, he snags it, throws to first for the out. A tremendous defensive play. John Peck has some serious range. I was sure that ball was going to get into right field, and somehow John Peck accelerated and laid out and snow-coned that ball on the turf. Got up and threw to first base. He made a similar play to end the game yesterday on a diving play to his left to finish the ball game last night, and now makes an even better play at second base to get Aaron Barber. On the play, Austin Houck advances to second. 2 outs, runner on second. Ryan Pitts using some good defense to get the second out of the inning. Now Tommy Davis to the plate, 0 for 2 in the ball game with a fielder's choice and a pop-up. A 7-0 lead for Ridgefield. The right-hander Ryan Pitts throws. First pitch ground ball to Tanner Jocks. It bounces twice. Jocks throws to first, and Kobe Morales puts it away to end the inning. Ryan Pitts works around a 1-out walk. No hits, no runs, 1 left on for the Bend Elks in the 5th inning. To the latter half of the 5th we go. Ridgefield looking to extend the 7-0 lead.
C-Tran is your public transit system offering service in Clark County and beyond. Catch local service in Clark County, regional and express service to Portland, and connector service within the city limits of Camas, LaCenter, and Ridgefield. And if you don't have cash, no problem. C-Tran now accepts digital payments with Hop FastPass. So hit a home run and leave the driving to us. Visit c-tran.com for more information. C-Tran, our community, our promise.
Found a giant spider in my bed.
Stepped outside and a hornet stung my head.
Got ants around the sink.
And I am starting to think the experts that I know are gonna make me pest-free.
Natura Pest Control, killing your bugs and rodents, baby. Natura Pest Control. Call today, get a quote for free.
Will Chambers will lead off for the Ridgefield Raptors in the 5th inning, as the Raptors have already taken a 7-0 lead, including a 3 spot in the most recent inning. Ridgefield scored 2 in the first and second innings, scoreless in the third, came right back to their scoring ways in the 4th with that 3-run inning. First pitch, a strike to Will Chambers. Staying in the game at pitcher for the Bend Elks is Nate Wenzel. His second relief appearance, pitched well last inning, coming in with 2 outs and runners on the corners. First, the 0-1 pitch to Will Chambers is outside ball 1. 1-1 to Will, who had a 2 RBI single in the first and a strikeout in the third. He is now 5 for 10 on the weekend. Chambers doesn't like the pitch down low. Ball 2, 2-1. Brett Joner will trot out to meet with pitcher Nate Wenzel. Joner, the catcher, standing at 5'7", and Nate Wenzel, the pitcher, standing at 6'5", 10-inch difference between the battery mates. They walk back to their respective positions, have a 2-ball and 1-strike count to Will Chambers as a home run and 4 runs scored to lead the team, 3 RBIs. The 2-1 pitch misses, 3-1 the count to Will. Batting from the left-hand side today, he is a switch hitter, born ambidextrous. And became a switch hitter early on, fouls one deep to left field, well out of play, but good distance on it. Chambers said he was ambidextrous early on, could write with either hand. He even threw right-handed early on in his youth baseball career and then switched to left. He plays first base and throws left. Swings from both sides. Inside on the payoff pitch. Ball 4 to Will Chambers. He has gotten on base 2 out of 3 times today and 9 out of 13 times on the series. Cody Darcy to the plate, 0 for 2, but he got on base on an error in the most recent inning in the 4th. Ridgefield with 7 runs in the ball game, a 7-0 lead. Darcy at the plate has hit ground balls to third base both times today. Riley Quinton at the ready, the third baseman for Ben. First pitch, a called strike. No outs, runner on first. Cody Darcy with his parents looking on from the stands. He is from Enumclaw, Washington. Breaking ball, good eye, it's down low, gets away from the catcher. Chambers sprinting to second, he'll slide in without a throw. And he is in scoring position. 1 ball and 1 strike to Cody Darcy. Wild pitch on the plate gets Chambers to second base. Darcy, who's 4 for 11 on the series with a double, batting in the 6th hole every game. The right-hand hitter comes back to the box. No outs, runner in scoring position. Short leadoff for Chambers, and it's inside for ball 2. Outfield playing pretty deep for Darcy. Does have 1 double on the weekend for the graduate transfer heading to Nichols State. 2 balls and 1 strike. A 7-0 lead for Ridgefield in the last of the 5th inning. Darcy swings at the 2-1, hits it pretty high. Center fielder going back. Bryce Tweet tries to reach it, can't get there. It goes over the batter's eye in center field. Cody Darcy goes deep for the first time this season. The second home run over the batter's eye this series. Darcy and Kobe Morales have done it this weekend. And Cody Darcy, a 2-run home run to get Ridgefield up 9-0. Cody Darcy, our pregame guest here on the pregame show on this broadcast, and a good luck charm perhaps to chat with yours truly before the game. The 3 pregame guests I've had have been Tanner Jocks, Nick Nygaard, and Cody Darcy. And Tanner Jocks had a great game Friday before I talked to him. Played well defensively, had an RBI single in that ball game. Nick Nygaard started with 3 innings of 1-run work yesterday, and now Cody Darcy hits a 2-run home run. So all the players, make sure to chat with me before the game. You'll play well later. Dominic Enbody, the hitter. First pitch, a called strike to the catcher. Walked in the 2nd inning, grounded out in the 4th. It's a 9-0 lead for Ridgefield, bottom of the 5th. Nate Wenzel throws the 1-0-1 pitch, grounded to second. Easy play for Davis. Throws to first for the out, and Austin Hauk makes the put out. 1 away in the 5th inning. Dominic Enbody retired with Reese Hernandez to the plate. Laced a ball to right center field last at bat. A double with an RBI for him. The lefty steps back in against the right-hander in Nate Wenzel. First pitch is a ball to Reese Hernandez. 1 out, nobody on. 1-0 pitch down low, ball 2. Hernandez was supposed to play for the Ridgefield Raptors last season before the cancellation. This is not his first summer league experience. He has played down in a San Diego league. He's from San Diego. Plays college baseball for the Spartans of San Jose State. 2-0 pitch, a called strike. Also had a walk in the 2nd inning and scored. and he later scored in that fourth inning after the double. 2-1 pitch to Hernandez, turns away from it, but it does catch the inner half, strike 2. 2-2 the count to Reese Hernandez, a utility player from San Jose State. Swings and fouls it back. 2-2 the count to Reese Hernandez. A 6-foot, 180-pounder from Santee, California, fouls this one as well. Wide of third base, falls out of play onto the cement terrace beyond third base. A kid goes tumbling, fighting for it. He's okay, gets back up and keeps chasing after the ball. 2-2 the count to Reese Hernandez with one out, nobody on. Breaking ball upstairs, ball 3. Full count to Reese Hernandez, who bats left and throws right. Here's the payoff pitch from Wenzel. It is in the zone and hit hard and high to shallow right field. Daniel Garcia comes in a few steps and pulls it in for the second out of the inning. Finally, Hernandez is retired for the first time in his Raptors career in his third plate appearance. To the bottom of the order, the 9-hole hitter Tanner Jocks, who also flew out to right field just like Reese Hernandez just did. He did that back in the second inning and then followed that up with an RBI single in his next at-bat. First pitch, a called strike from Wenzel. Tanner Jocks went 1 for 3 yesterday. It's 4 RBIs on the weekend. Swings and hits one to right field, giving chase as Garcia lays out and makes a diving catch to rob Tanner Jocks of a base hit. That ends the inning. A 2-run home run by Cody Darcy highlights the 5th inning. We head to the 6th with Ridgefield edging closer to double digits for the second time. It's a 9-0 lead for the host Ridgefield Raptors. 6th inning coming up after this.
Join the Ridgefield Raptors for warm sunshine, great food, and exciting top-level college baseball at the Rourke. Bring your family, friends, neighbors, and coworkers for a relaxing night outdoors this season. Your group can welcome us on the Les Schwab left field platform, the Lenner Homes and Dick Hanna grass berms, or the First Centennial and Wellhaven Pet Health picnic areas. There's nothing like a Ridgefield Raptors summer baseball game. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
Can't remember the last time you had a tall, ice-cold draft beer? Jog your memory at Buffalo Wild Wings for just $3. Stop by B-Dubs now and get Bud Light poured into a tall 22-ounce glass, all for just $3. Remind your mouth what it's been missing. Buffalo Wild Wings. Roar! Available at participating locations for a limited time. Dine-in only. Prices may vary. Please drink responsibly. Availability of dine-in varies by location.
Great day for baseball here in the Pacific Northwest. The Ridgefield Raptors leading the Bend Elks 9-0. The Oregon State Beavers victorious today, a comeback victory over the Texas Christian University Horned Frogs in Fort Worth, Texas. Oregon State will head into a matchup with Dallas Baptist tonight. We'll need to beat Dallas Baptist twice to extend Oregon State's season. First pitch, a ball from Ryan Pitts, who continues his relief effort on the mound. Comes in after 4 excellent innings for Jet Lotus. Ryan pitched a scoreless 5th inning, comes out for the 6th, and leading off is Eun-Song Yu. The 1-0 pitch is a called strike to Eun-Song, who is 0 for 1, a walk and a strikeout in the ball game for the designated hitter. Had 2 extra base hits yesterday. A home run and a single shy of the cycle. Called strike on the 1-1. Ryan Pitts out of Lower Columbia College. And a 1-2 count from Ryan Pitts. Righty on righty. Here's the 1-2. Fouled off the hands over the head of Brett Joner in the on-deck circle, and foul territory. Stays a 1-2 count. Nobody on base as we open up the top of the 6th inning, with Ridgefield leading 9-0. Ryan Pitts working from the third base side of the rubber, fires the 1-2 pitch and got him swinging. Ryan Pitts' first strikeout of his outing. 1 out in the 6th inning. Will bring up Brett Joner here to continue the 6th. Is the 4th strikeout of the day for Ridgefield pitchers. Between Jet Lotus and Ryan Pitts, they have allowed 5 base runners, all on walks. Brett Joner slices one down the first baseline, foul. So Oregon State will continue in the Fort Worth Regional, facing Dallas Baptist. 0-1 pitch, Joner out in front of the changeup. Strike 2 to the catcher, Joner. Oregon State with 3 players who will come to play for Ridgefield once their season concludes. The more that Oregon State wins, the longer Ridgefield will be without those players, but they hope to keep on going. 0-2 count, fouled off on Joner. Micah McDowell, Brady Casper, and Jaron Hunter are the 3 players from Oregon State who will be in a Ridgefield Raptors uniform later this summer. Even if they lose tonight and would be eligible to come out, they couldn't actually play summer baseball until the quarter system ends, June 12th. Popped up on the 0-2 pitch in the infield. John Peck calling for it and makes the catch at second base for out number 2. Brings up Daniel Garcia, who has grounded out to first base 2 times today. Hoping to extend the 6th inning. Ryan Pitts in his 2nd inning of work. The Raptors will get a day off tomorrow. 2 outs, nobody on. Garcia slices one third base side and foul for strike 1. It's been a good day for Ridgefield. It's been a good series for Ridgefield pitchers. The worry was just the number of arms they had available and how many innings there were on the weekend. The 0-1 pitch from Ryan Pitts, a breaking ball down low, ball 1. With 27 innings to eat up and having to designate 3 starters, there are only so many relievers out of the really only, I think, 7 or 8 pitchers total they had available. It kind of changes day to day, but you have more pitchers coming in. They have added 1 pitcher to the roster as of today. The 1-1 pitch misses, ball 2. Just today, the Raptors added Reese Hernandez, who's starting in left field today. 2-1 pitch is hit foul. Hudson Leach also added to the roster, a right-hand pitcher, is wearing number 35. We'll see if we see Hudson Leach in his very first performance or soon after today, if not. But we've seen almost every pitcher that Ridgefield has on the roster in this series. The 2-2 pitch from Ryan Pitts, a fastball inside, hit hard to right field. This one's hooking towards the foul pole and lands just foul in deep right field. It gets to the fence, and had that been fair, would have been not only the first hit of the game, but the first extra base hit of the game most likely for Daniel Garcia. That one started out fair, hooked over the bag, but landed just in foul territory and got to the wall a moment later. 2-2 pitch, off speed, and stays just an inch up in the zone, up above the zone. It'll be a 3-2 count from the right-hander Ryan Pitts to the left-hand hitting Daniel Garcia. Pitts comes set, winds, and uncorks the 3-2, is spoiled on the third base side. It bounces off the netting back into the infield. Cody Darcy goes over to toss it back to Will Chambers in front of the dugout. 2 outs, nobody on base, a 9-0 lead for the Raptors. Top of the 6th inning here at the Rourke. Infield playing back, outfield playing pretty straight up with a deep right fielder, Caden Connors, playing almost at the track. 3-2 pitches fouled back, out of play towards the soccer field here at the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex on a cloudy day, overcast. We were supposed to see some rain around 3 p.m. when I checked at the beginning of the ball game. Looking closer now, looks like we may not see rain until closer to 5 o'clock. That's good news. 3-2 pitch swung on and fouled again down the third base side. That'll cost another $6.19, unless a Ridgefield employee can track that one down, or it'll be a souvenir for a fan. 3 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on base. 57 degrees right now here in Ridgefield. Here's the 3-2, a breaking ball down low, ball 4, and Garcia is aboard at first base. 6th walk of the ball game for Bend hitters. The only 6 base runners of the contest have all been on bases on balls. To this point, Ridgefield has stranded 5 of them. Ryan Pitts hopes to strand a 6th, 2 outs, and Bryce Tweet to the plate. Talked with Caden Connor during batting practice, and he brought up the weather. I said, oh, do you like the colder temperatures compared to earlier in the series? First pitch, a called strike to Tweet. And he said, nah, I'm from California, play for Cal State Fullerton. I'm not used to this. But he said it with a laugh. He's still enjoying it and chasing after fly balls in right field. I'm sure he'll be fine temperature-wise. He's standing in deep right field again for this at-bat. Bryce Tweet decides not to swing at the 0-1 pitch. It's called a ball. Caden Connor standing just a few steps away from the Bend bullpen, and looks like he's having a conversation with some of the relievers out there in the pen. 1-1 pitch from Ryan Pitts. Over the plate, strike 2 to Bryce Tweet, who is 0 for 1 in the ball game, drew a 7-pitch walk and stole second base in the second inning. Was stranded in scoring position, only stolen base of the ball game for either team today. Two outs, runner on first, a 9-0 lead for the Raptors. Ryan Pitts out of the stretch. The 1-2 check swing. He did go around. No, he did not. Dominic Enbody tags him in case that call was different, but the umpires agree. No swing on the play. And Tweet stays alive. 2-2 is the count. 2 outs, runner on first. It was close. He nearly went around. Pitts looks at the runner at first, being held on at first by Kobe Morales. 2-2 pitch over the plate. It's hit to left field. Playable for Hernandez. Comes in a few steps and makes the easy grab to retire the side. Ryan Pitts works around a 2-out walk. And Ridgefield has stranded 6 batters tonight. They've all gotten on base on walks. And Ridgefield has continued to play scoreless baseball. 0 runs for the Elks, 9 runs for the Ridgefield Raptors. To the bottom of the 6th inning we go.
The win-win value lineup from Buffalo Wild Wings gets you more for less with buy one, get one free traditional wings every Tuesday. It's like diving for pearls and finding the lost city of Atlantis. And they've got BOGO free wings. Get yours for dine-in, takeout, or delivery on Wing Tuesdays at B-Dubs. BOGO of equal value at participating locations. Not valid with other offers. Size exclusions apply while supplies last. Limit 1. Delivery and takeout limited time. Delivery offer valid on Buffalo Wild Wings website and app subject to availability. Fees may apply plus taxes.
A lot has changed in Clark County since C-Tran began service in 1981. We've changed with it. 30 bus routes, 2 bus rapid transit projects, and millions of rides later, C-Tran has grown into an award-winning transit system serving Clark County, including the city limits of Ridgefield. Please join C-Tran in celebrating an amazing 40 years serving you, our community, with activities happening in 2021. Look for details at c-tran.com, and thank you for 40 great years.
Bottom of the 6th inning with Ridgefield leading 9-0 over the Bend Elks. Nate Wenzel back to the mound for the Elks. 3rd inning of work for the relief pitcher. Caden Connor, the leadoff batter, both in this ball game and this inning. The left-hander digs in and watches a first pitch strike. Comes from Cal State Fullerton. He may not like the cooler temperatures, but his bat has been hot. Had a double earlier today, a double the game before, a double the game before that, and a double the game before that. The 0-1 pitch swung on and hit foul off the helmet of Brett Joner, the catcher, and back to the screen. Joner's all right. Bill will take a trip out to the mound to hand the ball off to Nate Wenzel. Caden Connor also has a couple of ground outs to bookend that double. 1 for 3 in the ball game. He leads off the 6th with Ridgefield leading 9-0. 9 hits in the ball game for the Raptors. None yet for the Bend Elks. 0-2 the count to Caden Connor. against the right-hand pitcher in Nate Wenzel. Here comes Wenzel, swung on and hit softly towards the first baseman. He goes over to make the play. Houck underhands to Wenzel. The pitcher covers and gets there in time to record the leadoff out. One away in the bottom of the sixth. John Peck, the next hitter. Great ball game for Oregon State, trailing Texas Christian 2-0 most of that game. In the eighth inning, the Beavers come back to tie it at 2 apiece. Then a diving catch by Joe Casey in left field maintains the tie, and they score in the ninth to win it. John Peck, a first pitch called strike from Wenzel. 1 out, nobody on. 15 strikeouts for Beaver pitchers today against TCU. They'll face Dallas Baptist tonight, and if they win, Dallas Baptist tomorrow for the series final. Ground ball to short on 2 hops. Calnon throws up high. John Peck is safe at first base. An error on the throw from Cole Calnon, and John Peck is aboard. E6 on the play. Second error of the ball game for Bend. And, initially they call it a hit. It looked like Peck would have been thrown out at first had that throw not taken Austin Houck off the bag. But initially they put a hit up on the board. That is the 10th hit of the ball game. And digging in at the plate, Kobe Morales, 2 for 3 with an RBI single. 2 singles on the day. First pitch in the dirt blocked by Joner. Looks back the runner at first base. So we'll give John Peck a single. That's his 3rd base hit of the ball game. All singles. He scored once, stranded at third the other time. One of 9 runs to score today for Ridgefield for this afternoon contest at the Rourke. It's a 9-0 lead. Morales, the left-hand batter, watches ball 2. 2-0 the count to Kobe, who hit a home run over the batter's eye. He was the first to do that for the Raptors, but not the last. Cody Darcy did so similarly earlier today. Morales' home run was tailing a shade towards left field. Cody Darcy's went almost over the edge towards the right field side of the batter's eye, which stretches about 20 yards over center field. 3-0 the count after a ball outside to Morales. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Runner on first here in the bottom of the 6th. Nate Wenzel from the stretch comes to the plate and a strike. A quick stride from Wenzel. Doesn't lift up the leg, just goes straight out and throws for the 6'5" right-hander. 200-pounder from Pierce College. Comes set at the belt buckle. Strides to the plate, 3-1 pitch, hit to straightaway center field. Bryce Tweet goes back on the ball. He leaps up and makes the grab at the warning track for out number 2. Kobe Morales hit it well, but he is a loud flyout out at center field. 2 outs in the inning. Morales down. Tafton Hensley to the plate. John Peck remains at first base. Tafton Hensley was batting .400 coming into the game with a pair of doubles on the series, but is hitless today. First pitch, he checks his swing and still hits it pretty deep left field. He only went halfway around, but barreled it up and hit it over the fence on the retaining wall down the third base line. Hit it about 150, 200 feet off the halfway swing. 0-1 the count to Tafton. This time takes a full swing, but does not get a piece of it. 0-2 the count to Tafton Hensley out of College of the Canyons. Has his teammate John Peck at first base. 2 away. Bottom of the 6th inning, Ridgefield up 9-0. Nate Wenzel throws. It's hit back to Wenzel on 1 hop. He'll run towards the bag, underhand, and waited a while to make it dramatic, but he did throw in time to get the out, and the inning is over. 1 single, 1 left on, no runs in the inning. Ridgefield remains up 9-0 through 6 innings of play. The Bend Elks coming up in the top of the 7th.
This is WSU Vancouver, Southwest Washington's only 4-year research university. Whether in person or via distance delivery, WSU Vancouver offers high-quality education and an employer-respected degree. You'll get a small school feel in the kind of place where you know you matter. Here, you'll get personalized education that brings out the best in you and inspires you to achieve your highest goals. Now what are you waiting for? Apply today.
The Ridgefield Raptors are thrilled to reunite with fans and enjoy summer baseball again. Join us for America's favorite pastime. The Raptors are following state guidelines for spectator events and ask for your patience as we prepare for exciting West Coast League play. Please be courteous to our staff, fans, and players as we celebrate the return of your Ridgefield Raptors this summer. Let's make it a great season at the Rourke. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
A 9-0 lead for Ridgefield through 6 innings of play. No runs on no hits, 2 errors for the Bend Elks. 9 runs on 9 hits, no errors for the Ridgefield Raptors. Ridgefield added 2 players officially today. Knew they were coming, but they are added to the roster and got jersey numbers and all that. One of them was the starting left fielder, Reese Hernandez, who's had a pretty good day at the plate. A double for Reese and a walk. An RBI double. He scored 2 runs. The other player who just got his jersey number today is the new pitcher for the Ridgefield Raptors, Hudson Leach. First pitch is a swung-on strike to Riley Quinton, leading off the top of the 7th inning. A 9-0 lead for Ridgefield. So Hudson Leach comes in for his first appearance in a Raptors uniform. The 0-1 pitch, down low, ball 1. Hudson, a 6'2", 205-pound right-handed pitcher, has spent 1 year at Creighton University in Omaha, Nebraska. The 1-1 pitch, outside, ball 2. Originally from Gladstone, Missouri, went to Oak Park High School. Got some playing time for Creighton in this past spring. Had 11 innings of work in 5 appearances. The 2-1 pitch is a ball, 3-1 the count. Had a 4.09 ERA. Played against Xavier and Cody Darcy. Swung on and missed on the 3-1 pitch. Full count from Hudson Leach. So his teammate Cody Darcy playing at third base. And Hudson Leach, who pitched for Creighton against Xavier back on May 22nd. Outside on the 3-2, he has walked Riley Quinton on 6 pitches. That is the 7th walk of the day for Ridgefield pitchers, the only 7 base runners that the pitchers have allowed. Although Hudson Leach did pitch 4 innings against Xavier, he did not face Cody Darcy in that ball game. So they played against each other, but did not take the field against each other. First pitch just misses to Cole Calnon, the shortstop for Bend, who has flied out and popped out in his 2 at-bats. Runner on first, nobody out for the Elks, who have yet to score today. The second pitch is a strike, 1-1 the count. A statistical change to the play that I initially thought was an error on the John Peck ground ball. Was at first called a single. It's since been changed to an error, which I think is the correct call. E6 on the play. So Ridgefield, which had recorded 10 hits in every game, was at 10 hits momentarily. That goes back down to 9 hits. So we'll have some work to do to get back to double-digit hits for every game of the series. Next pitch is strike. It's 1-2, popped up and perhaps playable for Kobe Morales, running out of real estate, but he makes the catch on the dirt in front of the fence on the first base side. Morales records the putout, a foul out for Riley Quinton, and the first out registered by Hudson Leach, making his first appearance. Just got a jersey number today. Wears number 35 for the Raptors. The right-hander comes set against Austin Hauk. And first pitch swinging through the 6-hole and into left field, a base hit. And Bend breaks up the no-hitter in the 7th inning. A combined no-hit bid for Ridgefield on their 3rd pitcher. And through 6 1/3 innings, they had not allowed a hit, and that changes here on the 9-hole hitter, Austin Hauk, lacing a single through the infield. And the no-hit bid is finally dismantled by Austin Hauk. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Again, first pitch swinging. It goes back to the pitcher. It hits off his leg, and everybody is safe. It wasn't hit particularly hard. Leach does not seem to be in any pain, but it hit off his body and bounced back towards home plate. And by the time he went back to grab it, Aaron Barber was almost all the way to first base, give him a single. So after Ben had not registered a single all game long, they've now recorded 2 singles on 2 pitches. Austin Houck to second base on the play. Riley Quinton to third. Bases are loaded with 1 out. Ridgefield had not gotten a batter past second base all game long. A walk and 2 singles have made things interesting here in the 7th inning. It's still a 9-0 lead for the Ridgefield Raptors. Hudson Leach, the right-hander, a changeup that fools Tommy Davis, swings way out in front of it. Strike 1. Playing for Ed Service at Creighton University. Uncle of Scott Service, the manager with the Seattle Mariners. 0-1 pitch, breaking ball up high, ball 1, 1-1. Bases loaded, 1 out. Ben trying to score its first run of the ball game. Plated 5 runs yesterday, most of them late in the ball game. 3 of them in the 9th inning. The 1-1 pitch, down and away, ball 2. 1 out, runners on first, second, and third. That's Aaron Barber, Austin Houck, and Riley Quinton, respectively. Hudson Leach comes set, the right-hander with the 2-1 pitch, a called strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes, bases juiced. None of the runners being held on. Outfield playing fairly deep and shaded to right field against the right-hand hitting Tommy Davis, who is 0 for 3 in the ball game. Has not gotten the ball to the outfield, and he won't on this at-bat either. Swings ahead of the changeup on the 2-2, struck him out swinging. 2 outs in the inning. Big strikeout for Hudson Leach, and he is 1 batter away from stranding 3 in the inning. The Elks have already stranded 6 runners this ball game, averaging 1 per inning. Kyle Novak from the third base coaching box walks over to conversate with his new batter, Eun-Song Yu from Bucknell University. Eun-Song had 2 extra base hits yesterday, has struck out twice and walked once today. Now comes to the plate with the bases juiced. And 2 outs. Hudson Leach, first pitch swinging, swung over it, and it was a pitch up high. Strike 1 from Leach, who works from the first base side of the rubber. The right-hander sets the cleat down, working out of the stretch. His heel flush with that right side of the pitching plate. Comes to the plate on the 0-1, breaking ball in there, strike 2. The sacks are filled with 2 outs. Hudson Leach trying to get out of the 7th inning and preserve the shutout. It's a 9-0 ball game. Eun-Song Yu at the plate. The 0-2 pitch looked real close and perhaps missed inside. Hudson Leach started to take an extra step off the mound, but doesn't walk too far. Gets the throw back from Dominic Enbody. It is called a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases juiced. The 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. He strikes out 2. Once the bases got loaded, nobody could get a hit off of Hudson Leach. He works through a pair of base hits and a walk to strand 3. The shutout is intact. Not the no-hitter, but the shutout, and it's 9-0. It is time to stretch here at the Rourke, midway through the 7th inning. Great series of baseball so far. The Raptors 2.5 innings away from a 3-game series sweep.
The win-win value lineup from Buffalo Wild Wings has bundles of wings and fries so you can get more for less. With individual size bundles starting at just $9.99 and the 40-wing family XL bundle for only $39.99. It doesn't take a degree in chicken economics to know a good deal when it's pecking you in the face. Order wing bundles for takeout or delivery, part of the win-win value lineup at B-Dubs. At participating locations for a limited time only for takeout or delivery through Buffalo Wild Wings app and website. Delivery subject to availability. Fees may apply. Taxes extra.
The Ridgefield Raptors are thrilled to reunite with fans and enjoy summer baseball again. Join us for America's favorite pastime. The Raptors are following state guidelines for spectator events and ask for your patience as we prepare for exciting West Coast League play. Please be courteous to our staff, fans, and players as we celebrate the return of your Ridgefield Raptors this summer. Let's make it a great season at the Rourke. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
New pitcher for the Bend Elks here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Reed Madariaga comes in for his first appearance of the West Coast League season of 2021. The first batter he will face is Will Chambers. Batting from the left-hand side here, the switch hitter watches strike one. A called strike to Will, who has a walk, a strikeout, and a launch of a ball that hit the fence. An RBI single. Hits this one to left field. It'll fall for a base hit. Scooped up by Aaron Barber on one bounce. Will Chambers, his second hit of the ball game. He's two for three on the day. Chambers is aboard. Is now 6 for 10. Make it 6 for 11 on the season thus far. And has gotten on base 10 out of 14 times on the series. Pinch runner comes in for Will Chambers. I believe that's Jack Thompson. It is the Lewis and Clark Pioneer. Comes in to pinch run for Will, whose day is done with a 2 for 3 stat line. Madariaga, the right-hander, throws inside to Cody Darcy, fresh off his 2-run home run to center field. Almost straight away center field. It went over the batter's eye, but over the far right portion of the batter's eye. Still count it. That's the most impressive part of the ballpark to hit a home run on, although it's not been the least common. The 1-0 pitch to the backstop, and Jack Thompson down to second base on the wild pitch. Runner on second, no outs after the single by Will Chambers, replaced by Thompson, the pinch runner. Darcy at the plate, 1 for 3 in the ball game with that 2 RBI homer. Madariaga's pitch is hit hard to left center field. Darcy gets this one over the left center wall. He has homered in 2 straight at-bats, and the Ridgefield Raptors now lead 11-0. Cody Darcy's first 2 home runs of the season come on back-to-back at-bats. Taps helmets with Jack Thompson and Dominic Enbody as he crosses the plate. And Cody Darcy has homered twice. He likes to go oppo, but his 2 home runs are to center and left center for the right-hand hitter, who, for a rare pull for Cody Darcy. Madariaga now will face Dominic Enbody, the catcher slash first baseman, who's also played a little bit of third base for University of Antelope Valley, playing behind the dish today. First pitch a strike, swings at the second, laces it to left field. It won't be caught. It will land fair. Enbody rounds first. He'll dig for 2. No, he'll hold and retreat back to first. Good play by Aaron Barber. And a no-out single for Dominic Enbody, who improves his stat line. He had already walked, was 0 for 2. He's on first base with a single. Next batter is Hernandez. Reese has doubled, flown out, and walked. Hernandez, the left-hand hitter, against Madariaga. Inside ball 2, 2-0 the count. Madariaga is a sophomore, 5'6", 130, from Hawaii. Plays for Pierce College here in the Evergreen State. 2-0 pitch outside, ball 3. Three and 0 the count, no outs, runner on first, righty on lefty here. Outfield playing to left field side. Strike one called on Reese Hernandez from San Jose State University, playing left field today in his first start, his first appearance for Ridgefield. Madariaga checks the runner, throws 3-1, and just missed it outside, ball 4. All 4 hitters for Ridgefield have reached base in this inning. Single home run, single walk have been the 4 occurrences for Ridgefield hitters. Tanner Jocks to the plate, the 9-hole hitter who has been hitting anything but like a 9-hole hitter. Nearly had a single in his last at-bat, swings and tips it on the first offering. Had a diving catch out in right field in the most recent at-bat. He did have an RBI base hit in the 4th. He later scored. Put the ball in play almost every time yesterday at an RBI single. In his first at-bat, swings ahead of the 0-1 pitch and doesn't get it. 0-2 the count to Tanner Jocks. A runner on first, a runner on second, no outs. It's N-Body, the one in scoring position, and Reese Hernandez at first. Madariaga looks back at the runner at second, comes to the plate and bounces it. It gets away from the catcher, and both runners will jog 90 feet. N-Body to third, Hernandez at second. One ball and 2 strikes to Tanner Jocks. Outfield playing pretty deep for Tanner. With no outs yet in the inning, 2 runs here in this frame. Madariaga throws one over the plate, and it's fouled off on the first base side. Remains a 1 ball and 2 strike count for Tanner. With no outs, Ridgefield 11, Bend yet to score here in this ball game. Give credit to the Elks. They have fought through each game and not given up, including yesterday, trailing by double digits. Breaking ball, and Jock swings at it. It's a drop third strike. Joner throws to first to record the out, but a run scores. Dominic N-Body sprints in at home. The only throw was to first base, as N-Body was already to home plate by the time Brett Joner went back to grab the ball, but he had the play at first to retire Jocks. So a strikeout with a wild pitch scores N-Body from third, advances Reese Hernandez to third base. That is the 12th run of the game. It's a 12-0 lead for the Raptors. And to the top of the order we go with Caden Connor to the plate. Runner on third, 1 out. Madariaga, his first strikeout of the season. The right-hander throws a fastball, tailing towards left field on the fly ball. Good catch by Barber in left. This should score a run. Tagging and coming home is Reese Hernandez. An RBI sac fly for Caden Connor. And it's a 13-0 ball game. Hernandez has scored 3 times in this game. A walk, a double, and a walk were his 3 times getting on base. He is 1 for 2 in the ball game. 3 runs in his first game for Ridgefield. John Peck to the plate. First pitch a ball for John, who's 2 for 4. A pair of singles for the Pepperdine infielder. 1-0 pitch is a strike to John, who's hit well and played some absolutely tremendous defense. We've seen some good defensive plays from all over, but the 2 most Flair-esque players have been the middle infielders. Peck lines one to center field. It lands in front of Bryce Tweet. A 3rd single of the ball game for John Peck. And he is on first base to extend this 7th inning. 8th hitter of the at-bat, the 8th hitter of the inning, I should say, is Kobe Morales. Innings tend to go well when Will Chambers leads off. He led off the 5th inning and led off the 7th inning. Both times he got on base, and Ridgefield has scored multiple runs each frame. Kobe Morales swings through the first offering from Madariaga, strike 1. 2 outs, runner on first. A 13-0 lead now for the Raptors in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Reed throws the 0-1 pitch down the middle. Strike 2 called by Jordan Shepard, the home plate umpire. They're in the series finale between the Raptors and the Elks. Ridgefield taking the first one 5-1, the second one 16-5. 0-2 pitch outside, ball 1. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes to Kobe Morales. lot of home runs this series for Ridgefield. Will Chambers had one in the opener. Kobe Morales had one yesterday. Cody Darcy today with 2 of them. Here's a big hit from Morales to left center field. It stays in the park, and Bryce Tweet tracks it down in front of the wall for a loud out by Kobe Morales, who's hit the ball well. A couple deep fly balls by Morales. Neither of them home runs, but he does have 2 singles in the ball game. That ends the inning with 4 runs having crossed the plate in the 7th. We head to the 8th inning. It's the Raptors 13, the Elks yet to score.
The Ridgefield Raptors are back, where the entire family can watch top-level college baseball players live at the Rourke. Now, kids 12 and under get in free with a paid adult for all Sunday afternoon Raptors games. Enjoy local Southwest Washington baseball with the whole family this summer. Sunday games are at 1:05 and are presented by Peace Health and the Columbian. Come cheer on your Ridgefield Raptors all season long. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
The win-win value lineup from Buffalo Wild Wings gets you more for less. With buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. It's like finding extra fries at the bottom of your bag. But they're boneless wings, and there's twice as many of them. What is this sorcery? It's Boneless Thursdays at B-Dubs. Available for dine-in, takeout, and delivery. BOGO of equal value at participating locations. Not valid with other offers. Size exclusions apply while supplies last. Limit 1. Delivery and takeout limited time. Delivery offer valid on Buffalo Wild Wings website and app subject to availability. Fees may apply, plus taxes.
Through 7 innings here at the Rourke. For the Bend Elks, no runs on 2 hits, 2 errors. For the Ridgefield Raptors, 13 runs on 13 hits. No errors for Ridgefield. The Raptors piling up 35 hits between yesterday and today. 45 hits in the series. With Hudson Leach returning to the mound here for the 8th inning, his 2nd inning of work. Coming out of Creighton University, Hudson pitching a scoreless frame last inning. First pitch chopped over the pitcher, Tanner Joxfields, and throws to first. 1 pitch, 1 out for Hudson Leach. Brett Joner retired 6-3, brings up Daniel Garcia. Hudson Leach had a more dramatic 7th inning when he walked the first batter, allowed a single, and then another single to load the bases with 1 out. But he got a pair of strikeouts to finish it. And now he gets a leadoff out. Second pitch of the inning is a called strike to Daniel Garcia, the right fielder who's 0-for-2 with a walk today. Bend broke up the no-hit bid last inning. We're now in the 8th. Dominic Enbody blocks the 0-1 pitch down in the dirt. 1-1 the count with 1 out, nobody on base. The shutout is still intact. Would be a combined shutout. 3 pitchers used so far. A foul ball on the first base side up at the netting here at the Rourke. The netting going pretty far down both base paths, all the way past the bags here at Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex. 1-2 pitch served up to left field, and this will drop in for a hit. Reese Hernandez fields it on a spinning hop and jumps up to grab it before it gets past him. A single for Daniel Garcia. It is the 3rd hit of the ball game for Bend, all coming in the last couple innings. The only thing left for Bend to do is actually bring those runners home. They've stranded 9 in the game through 7 innings. Their 10th base runner is aboard. Hudson Leach back to the plate. First pitch swinging for Bryce Tweet, also to left field. Hernandez has a play on this one, camps under it, and pulls it in for the 2nd out. Hudson Leach has gotten both of his outs this inning on first pitches. A fly out and a ground out on those couple. A single in between them. So 2 outs, runner on first. Ridgefield still up 13-0 in this ball game on 13 hits and no errors. Good fielding so far for the Raptors. Just 1 error so far through 3 and now almost 4 games if you include the exhibition. First pitch upcoming to Riley Quinton, the 3rd baseman today. It's up and away, ball 1. Quinton has struck out, grounded out, and walked. Was the closest player to scoring today for the Elks. He was stranded at 3rd last inning. Swings through The 1-0 pitch, strike one with 2 outs. Runner on first. Bend has scored 6 runs in this series, but Ridgefield has outpaced them with 34 runs on the weekend. 1-1 pitch drops into the zone, strike 2. Hudson Leach, the third pitcher of the ball game. Great performance from Jet Lotus. 4 innings of scoreless and hitless work to open this ball game. Ryan Pitts followed up with 2 innings of similar effort. Fouled off behind the plate on a check swing from Riley Quinton. Count at 1-2 strikes. How about Cody Darcy today? 2 home runs in the ball game for the third baseman. 1-2 pitch is again a check swing. Did not go around. Ball 2. Four home runs on the weekend for Ridgefield hitters. None conceded by Ridgefield pitchers. 2-2 pitch from Hudson Leach. Swung on and missed. Gets the strikeout to end the inning. That is the third punch out of the game for Hudson Leach. And the 7th strikeout for Ridgefield pitchers on the game. We are through the top of the 8th inning. 13-0 is the score. Ridgefield cruising today, looking for the series sweep against the Bend Elks. Thanks for tuning in on the Ridgefield Raptors live stream.
Dick Hanna Dealerships is proud to welcome everyone back to support our Ridgefield Raptors. Just in time for warm summer nights with family and friends, lounging on the lawn, or eating dogs in the stands. Feels good to be back. In business for over 70 years, Dick Hanna Dealerships is a local, family-owned business with locations in Vancouver, Kelso, and Portland. Choose from thousands of cars and 12 new car brands. Experience nice in the car business. Dick Hanna Dealerships. Believe in nice. Now play ball.
Oh, I love family road trips. Wind in my ears, treats in my mouth, and peace of mind knowing Les Schwab did our tires, brakes, and alignment. Like Les Schwab, my family's safety is my first priority. Well, that and squeaky toys.
Les Schwab Tires, proud to be ranked #1 in overall customer satisfaction for aftermarket tire replacement by J.D. Power 2 years in a row. For J.D. Power 2021 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
To lead off for Ridgefield in the 8th inning. Ridgefield racking up 13 hits in the ball game, an even number of runs as well, 13-0 on the game here. Reed Madariaga remains the pitcher for the Bend Elks. First pitch a ball, check swing, and an appeal down the first baseline, and he did not go around. 1-0 the count to Tafton Hensley. Madariaga throws inside, ball 2. Ridgefield scoring 2 runs in the first, 2 runs in the second, none in the third, 3 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth, none in the sixth, and 4 in the seventh. We're now in the 8th. A called ball just low, 2-0, now 3-0 is the count. And the on-deck circle is Jack Thompson, who came in as a pinch runner last inning. He'll get his first at-bat of the game next. Hensley fouls one, swinging, 3-0. And fouls it back, 3-1 the count to Tafton out of College of the Canyons. The 3-1 pitch from Madariaga, hit back up the middle. This will be hit number 14 on the day. Hensley cruises to first. It's his first hit of the game. He was 0 for 4, and I believe he was the last hitter of the lineup to record a hit. Indeed he was. So now every hitter in the starting lineup has recorded a hit today for the Ridgefield Raptors. Hensley joins the party with a leadoff single here in the 8th inning. Jack Thompson to the plate for his first at-bat. Thompson holds back on the first pitch, a called strike. He's from Lewis and Clark College, just down the road in Portland. D3 school where they played 32 games this spring. Thompson playing primarily third base for the Pioneers. 0-1 pitch, fisted backwards, foul, 0-2 the count. Thompson played some third base yesterday, coming off the bench. He was the designated hitter on Wednesday against Cowlitz. Did not play Friday, but came in yesterday and played well. Thompson came in, drew a walk, and scored late in the ball game yesterday. The 0-2 pitch, good eye from Thompson. It's ball one. Runner on first, no outs. Here in the bottom of the 8th inning, Ridgefield up 13-0 in this contest. Reed Madariaga fires up high, popped up and playable for the infielder, shallow center field. It's the shortstop going out to get it. Calnon pulls it in, and one away in the bottom of the 8th. Thompson is out. Cody Darcy is the next hitter. First couple balls didn't leave the infield. He hit 2 ground balls to third base, and then he took 1 yard to straightaway center. Followed that up with another 2-run home run to left center field, and that was just last inning. The lead is 13-0 with 4 RBIs on the day. Takes another big cut and fouls it back. Strike one. Taps the helmet, staying smart. Cody Darcy would like a 3-home run day if he could, but he won't push it too much. 0-1 the count with 1 out. Runner on first in the form of Tafton Hensley. Madariaga throws, swung on to third base, going to the knees to make the play. The throw to second is in time, and to first, a double play. Riley Quinton to Tommy Davis to Austin Hauk. A 5-4-3 double play, and the inning is over. So Madariaga faces the minimum, wasting a single in the 8th inning, and a scoreless 8th. We head to the top of the 9th inning. Ridgefield hoping to close out this ball game. 13-0 is the score.
C-Tran is your public transit system offering service in Clark County and beyond. Catch local service in Clark County, regional and express service to Portland, and connector service within the city limits of Camas, LaCenter, and Ridgefield. And if you don't have cash, no problem. C-Tran now accepts digital payments with Hop FastPass. So hit a home run and leave the driving to us. Visit c-tran.com for more information. C-Tran, our community, our promise.
Found a guy in spider in my bed.
Stepped outside and a hornet stung my head.
Got ants around my sink.
And I am starting to think the experts that I know are gonna make me pest-free.
Natura Pest Control, killing your bugs and rodents, baby. Natura Pest Control. Call today, get a quote for free.
Nobody in the West Coast League has scored more runs than the Ridgefield Raptors so far this season. That trend continues today. And in fact, all the other games around the league, none of those games have scored as many runs between the two teams combined as much as Ridgefield. 13-0 is the score. Ridgefield on top over the Bend Elks. We head to what likely will be the final frame of the ball game. New pitcher for the for the Ridgefield Raptors is Andrew Trotman. First pitch is a ball outside from the Fairbanks, Alaska native. The side-arming right-hander now throws off-speed. Strike one to Cole Calnon, leadoff batter in the 9th. 1 ball, 1 strike from Andrew Trotman. Down low and away, ball 2. Andrew is a 6'3", 205-pounder from Lewis and Clark College. He's a sophomore at the D3 school. Slider in there for a strike. 2-2 the count for Trotman. The right-hander working from the first base side of the rubber. A fastball inside, fouled off backwards. Count remains 2-2 to Cole Calnon. Ridgefield scoring 16 runs yesterday, 13 runs today. 5 back in the Friday victory. 5-1 was the final on that one. 2-2 pitch inside. Full count for Andrew Trotman. Going from Clark College to Lewis and Clark. 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Foul tip into the glove. And a strikeout swinging of Cole Calnon. That is the 8th strikeout for Ridgefield pitchers today. there's one out in the ninth inning. Andrew Trotman, the fourth Ridgefield pitcher of the ball game. Scoreless work from Jet Lotus, Ryan Pitts, and Hudson Leach. First pitch breaking ball inside. Ball one to the 9-hole hitter, Austin Hauk, who broke up the combined no-hit bid in the 7th inning with a single. The 0-1 pitch swung on. That breaking ball was on the inner half in that first pitch, so it was 0-1 and now 0-2 with the swinging strike. Hauk has gotten on base every time with a pair of walks and the single. Hits this one up in the air to second base. A pop-up playable for John Peck. And he makes the grab, standing just next to where he started that play from. 2 away in the inning. And to the top of the order we go. Aaron Barber trying to avoid being the last batter of the series. A day off tomorrow. Ridgefield going for the sweep here, up 13-0. Trotman throws, first pitch swinging down the left field line. It lands a couple feet foul. Left field side, that good-looking swing, and just kind of reached out and poked at it and placed it pretty well in between the third baseman and the left fielder, but just wide of the third base line in left field. 0-1 the count from Andrew Trotman working out of the windup. A sidearm pitcher really throws the arm parallel to the turf and throws an 0-1 strike to Aaron Barber. After the no-hit breaking up single, Aaron Barber followed with a single of his own, but was one of 10 players stranded today. 10 runners left on base. Ground ball towards first base. Kobe Morales fields on one hop. Trotman is late to cover first, and Aaron Barber is safe. The throw behind Trotman, who would not have beaten the speedy Aaron Barber to first, even if the throw had been on line. John Peck probably could have fielded that one at second. Morales, the first baseman, went out to grab it, and Trotman couldn't get there in time. It is a base hit for Aaron Barber, 4th hit of the ball game for the Bend Elks. Tommy Davis to the plate. Runner on first, 2 outs here in the 9th inning. Davis hits one foul on the first pitch. Tommy had a fielder's choice, a pop-up, a ground out, a strikeout. Ridgefield hoping to go 3-0 and take the firm lead atop the West Coast League South standings. If they can close this one out here. 0-1 pitch swung on and bends away from the bat of Tommy Davis. 0-2 now from Andrew Trotman. Not a save opportunity for him. Looks like Ryan Pitts would be in position to be the winning pitcher today. Trotman can finish it out. Fouled back on the 0-2 pitch. Pitts working 2 innings of scoreless relief in the 5th and 6th innings. Hudson Leach, 2 innings of his own in scoreless work. Andrew Trotman working the 9th. 2 outs, runner on first. No balls and 2 strikes. Swung on and hit down the third baseline. Fielded by Darcy in foul territory. He throws to first. And in line, good pick from Kobe Morales, but it was a foul ball. And Tommy Davis will stride back to home plate for yet another no ball and 2 strike offering from Andrew Trotman. After today, a day off, and then the Raptors will play 3 more home games. A 7-game homestand to open this season. And the only loss that Ridgefield has had was in the exhibition. So may as well lose in the one game that doesn't count for the West Coast League standings. In position to win all 3 of the counting games. Here's the 0-2 yet again with 2 outs from Andrew Trotman. Checking the signal, now throws way inside, but swung on, popped up behind home plate. End body runs out of room. That ball looked like it might have hit Tommy Davis, but he swung out in front of his own body and hit it on off the hands, up and out of play. No balls and 2 strikes from Andrew Trotman. Outfield playing fairly deep, especially in right field. Morales playing way off the bag at first, not holding on the runner. 0-2 pitch swung on and fisted foul. Long at bat for Tommy Davis, who is battling a microcosm of Ben's weekend. It hasn't always gone well for the Elks this series, but they have played in gritty fashion. Kyle Novak will get a lot of help from players coming in from their respective colleges around the country. And this Bend Elks team will be formidable later on this season. They just haven't put it together yet, but they will be vastly improved, no doubt about that. No balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the 9th. Trotman fires at the belt and just above the buckle. Ball 1-2. The next out will end the ball game with a 13-0 lead for the Raptors, trying to sweep the Bend Elks and improve to 8-1 all-time against Bend. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swung on and missed. A series-ending strikeout. Andrew Trotman works a scoreless 9th inning, and the Ridgefield Raptors have used 4 pitchers to combine for a shutout of the Bend Elks to win the series and sweep the series against Bend. Final score, the Raptors 13 and the Bend Elks 0 in this ball game. 14 hits in the contest for Ridgefield and 4 hits in the game for the Bend Elks. Fun series between the Raptors and the Elks. Ridgefield just hitting the ball all over the yard. 4 home runs and plenty of doubles and a ton of hits. 22 hits yesterday, 46 hits on the weekend. And it was some great pitching as well. Jet Lotus leading the way today for Ridgefield with 4 innings of scoreless work. Again, join us Tuesday at this same time, or excuse me, at 6:35 for the series opener against Portland. Let's go through the numbers and the totals here before we let you go here on this Sunday afternoon, starting with the pitchers. Jet Lotus, 4 innings of hitless baseball as the starting pitcher. He struck out 3. He walked 4, but stranded all 4 of them. Ryan Pitts had a similar total, working half as many innings as the 4 from Jet Lotus. He walked half as many batters as the 4 of Jet Lotus and gave up half as many runs. After all, half of 0 is 0. He struck out 1 in 2 innings. Hudson Leach, 2 innings of scoreless work. He gave up 3 hits. Andrew Trotman, the 9th inning, no runs allowed from him as well, stranding 1 on 1 hit with 1 strikeout. No, 2 strikeouts from Andrew Trotman. 7 strikeouts in the ballgame between the pitchers of the Raptors. For the lineups for Ridgefield, it was Aaron Barber, or excuse me, for Ridgefield, Caden Connor gets his 4th double of the season. He had an RBI sac fly as well. John Peck with 3 singles. Kobe Morales with 2 base hits. Tafton Hensley a single. Will Chambers had a 2 RBI single and another single later in the game. Cody Darcy, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. 1 over the batter's eye, 1 to left center. Dominic Enbody had a single and a walk, 2 runs scored. Reese Hernandez, a double and 2 walks, 3 runs scored for the left fielder, getting his first playing time for Ridgefield. And Tanner Jocks, the shortstop, had an RBI single as well. Well, that'll do it for us here from the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex. A 13-0 victory to sweep the Bend Elks today. Ridgefield back in action on Tuesday against the Portland Pickles. Join us here pregame just before 6:30 p.m. First pitch 6:35. My name's Josh Worden signing off on the Ridgefield Raptors live stream. The Ridgefield Raptors sweep the Bend Elks this weekend. So long, everybody.